People who are going, big up on yourself, you know. I want to not even check if all my sound active. Judge God. Hopefully, sound active. Big up all the people where they are still. Let's see what I go on here. So, all right. I work with that. I'm not even sure if no notification I go, but they doesn't matter. Anyways, watch, look, and listen. What I go on. Big up yourself, you know. Big up Godfrey Goldburn. Now building said speed. I see it. TG Media, big up yourself, you know. Big up yourself, boy. Easy, you know. Big up humble man in our building, you know. What you say? You're there on the job at 12 hours a night. Yeah, man, I say I heard humble man. You see what I say? Enzinga, we don't know where you are, right? You say, you know. You see, big up Black Star in our building. We are dealing with Joy. Big up yourself, you know. K Young, we are dealing with. What, look and listen. Cute Browning in our building, big up yourself, you know, respect, you see it. Cute Browning say big up kings and queen. Yeah, man, me just make a pass through, you know, and you don't know how thing go. You know, just, so I don't know where people are deal with. Yeah, man. Me kinda did that me that consume some food and something. I don't know, you can't forward on the stream hungry, you know. I see him where they live, I go hungry. You see it? Yeah, man, I don't know anything go. Wagwan, Star. Where you say 47 million hour? LA Lewis. Yeah, man, big up yourself, real man. We are dealing with in our building, real man. We there. I be a politics are going out there, politics arena hot like over Sting. You see it? Big up yourself, Scara. I be a things are going in a political arena. Me think say it's steam down. But boy, it look like it's steam up today. Yeah, big up yourself, Star. Kenneth, big up yourself in the building. New Shensia album, Never Get This Late this Friday, fully Shenyang. Yeah, people I don't know. All I want them where they're on the musical side and I don't know and have something for support. Yeah, because you know say I to them in my pre. Why in Jamaica it's rough with the artists them still, you know. Me, as you talk about Shensia Star, I look on this girl when he in Tyler from South Africa and he will drop the big song with Skilly Bang and Gunna off her album. And when me look on Tyler, so me scroll through, but me I say, you know, Tyler talented and everything already, but me not think this girl are bad like Shensia, and she well supported. You know how much in million subscriber, about 3 million subscriber fast, and something. And you know, music a push and whatever and Ray. Mama look like she up in the big league quick and fast, and right now, come like a squeeze the people and have a squeeze Shensia through down here. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Watch you can listen. Me don't know if me are there late tonight. What go on, Janet? Big up yourself and respect, Janet. Yeah, man. You don't know the real man. You can't check in what a reason, you know. So no worry yourself. All of that there. But as me say, me have more time down in the week still. But tomorrow me definitely I go touch the road early still. You see it. So me don't know, but you don't know. Me never like to make promise, you know, because more while they're there and I, you know, make promise say, yo, stream I done this time and I double it time double. You know, more time to hold the stream nice. A double time the stream run go. So me never make no promise here. So whenever it done. I say it go. Where I say go on real man, I still believe if you are going to be president of Jamaica, it's supposed to be a citizen of Jamaica and not dual citizen. Seeing, you know, yeah man, as we say, Thursday holiday, it depends on where you're there, you know, brother. And where you celebrate, you know. That's what I say, it depends on where you're there and where you celebrate. And that I think. So holiday for you no must mean holiday for me. Because me a man, me never know when me celebrate. Me not celebrate nothing, you know, brother. You see it? All of them. I wish Thursday I wish holiday. Yeah, man, that me I tell us, Star, man, it's like when it come, and me never talk about just Shensi alone. Me just a look on, like, you know, Fiwi Star, them, Spice, all of them. You know, them girls, they're not bad like Fiwi Star, them, man, and they're well supported, me general. On Monday, a Memorial Day, said thing, Janet, American holiday, you know, go. Me don't know about American holiday, man. You see every day, me get up at talk about a Jamaica sit me talk about. Yeah, big up Janet in the building. Where's the emo tape? I'll leave about here. Eh? That to the say. Brother, dear, brother. But you don't know anything goes still. Big up Wayne, you know. Your respect for super chat, you know, real man. You know? Me tell you, man. Me see some people over the tropics comment section at beat bro God where link up with if you link up with him do with Niger boy. The man them say, yo, bro God handshake with Niger boy long like goat rope, you know. Big up him up in the building, you know. But come on, people. When they come on, me can't bother with people are too political, yeah, man. That's it. Niger boy are going good. So if my prime minister supposed to show respect to you them. Remember say people, remember say every day they get up and blame music and say man I sing this, I influence this and that and so you would forward and do some clean music and the people them love him man wagwan and whatever. Come on, man. Prime minister supposed to go link up the G, Mark Gold and everybody. I want to know. Sita the lyrical deed can clash any one of them. Big up Sita, you know. Yeah, man. Even as me say, them just stifle out what talent them all the while, man. Because I one might look on even Sita and say, oh, she are not Jamaican, so you're kind of skeptic for support and read. The woman represent for Jamaica, brother. Come on. As me say, when just observing that whole thing there with the Tyler lady. Woman thing fire like rocket, man. Yeah, see, even to them, when she drop a song with she and Skilly Bang and Gunna. Right now, probably that the song they're supposed to soon reach 1 million views in a one day. And which one of the days is not Labor Day? And what we say, every day you have a shoeboard, Scara. I guess that he mean Emotep. I say, yo, every day you have a shoeboard. You know? And another thing. How they ever say this? A couple people about 5 or 6 people confront me with the same thing, you know. The man them, all right, let me just say, the man them were in a people inbox, I tell them say, do not support Rick platform, and then them on a fake profile support the platform. Wanna please come down now and stop the nonsense. I mean not even vex or not, me just say, because a couple of people have said me supposed to just say. So that. But anyways. Yeah, real man I check in, you know. We say every day you're on the juggling. I see him say going on Skyra. Yeah, man, the people say them come down now, Emotep, man, and stop the fucker, man. Yeah. It don't really matter to me still, you know, because when they are every day are a reason, and then you make a man jump in your inbox and tell you a bunch of nonsense and you're gone with it, then you're supposed to go. Because you know, when we there a reason upon every day, we not reason around no corner, everything playing to everybody. So you're supposed to make your judgment from this, so you see it. But anyways, big up real man now building. Where are you with real man?
There, man, where are you?
Me there.
Early check-in car. Right now, you don't know, look more when things get technical enough, you may think that.
Yeah. Yeah, man, me not know. All right, as a matter of fact, me not even tell you now where me just forward there. So I really because topic me have well one of them big, you know, the whole politics thing, probably are that the ones them specify very easy upon. And me see where them I say them have about 3D or what a sting, you know, 3D or what a jam roll, where them I propose to be the next thing. Me don't know what I think about that. And also a little thing I circulate with them that say it seems like Foota Hype and Bounty Killa good again, especially from Bounty Killa side. But you don't know the most important part of the thing then is the whole Mark Goal in dual citizenship thing with, you know, Prime Minister Andrew stepping out and I kind of say, yo, that is not right. No man not supposed to represent for the country and have dual citizenship. And people are say, yeah, Holness right, and some people are saying I'm a hypocrite. Mark Golding say I'm a hypocrite. Mark Golding say, well, that wasn't that law where that way I talk about is not part of the law or whatever. I'm just say a bunch of things because him is a Jordan man catching at a straw. So I don't know one of the things still. Big up yourself in an emote. Respect for your super chat, you see it. Cute Browning, big up yourself in a respect for your super sticker. Give thanks. Yeah,
You
man.
know, let me ask you still, because every country we're going now, when me going now, I'm
Yeah.
going a couple countries well.
Yeah.
Every prime minister or president or whoever at the head of the country always born in the country. See? Now, me understand say Mark Golding father is a British man, but him born on the soil. See? Now, me would have rather if Mark Golding denounce the England citizenship, me would have rather him get up and become full-pledged to the country where I'm born in instead of a ride on the both side of the fence.
Yeah.
To me, you see me I say? That would have make more sense to me of him doing that as a president. Because if the republic starts a president, we have to go. So right?
Yeah, but yeah, right, you're right. Even but where my argument now still is that it's not a requirement now because it's not illegal and something where you know there is an issue with right now. You know, it's fully legal and so forth, but people might look upon it and say, you know, morally it not look proper. But where you think about because I would have seen several comments from like recent blogs and people from the PNP would have said, well, Edward Siaga never born in Jamaica. Even though when me really look upon it, me say, yeah, he wasn't born in Jamaica, but him forward at Jamaica at a couple of months and Jamaica get him upbringing and so forth.
Right.
I don't know what you think about that.
All right, watch this now. You see, what I like with the country is like so much backdoor deal, corruption. It's like to me, everybody, it's like say you are going to become a doctor, right?
Yeah.
And you hit the lot of $1 billion US. You know, but I want to be a doctor, any better.
Yeah.
You understand what I say to you, say?
Yeah,
but because our political system is so corrupt, and this is just my opinion, you know, I'm gonna go quickly jump in a parliament, and because when certain things are go down, you know, for years and years and years, there's no what do I call this now? No investigation towards certain things. So it's feasible to become a politician.
Right. Big up in a week, you know the thing going on.
Big up thing there. Big up
RR. Big up RR. Big up to the chat as always.
Big up.
The thing is, you know, Rick, especially upon the social media space, you see a lot of things is gonna be talking points, but it's what really factual and what gonna make sense because from 1959, Edward Siaga renounced for US citizenship.
Yeah.
You get what I say?
Yeah.
So and that a way before him even get to involved in the politics thing like that. You get what I say? So you know, people saying that make it look like say while he was prime minister, he was a dual.
Yeah.
You understand me? I say, and that wasn't the case still, is it?
Yeah. And another thing I like when there is all right. And we can use any one of them as example because I see both parties do it, you know. Me not like when there is something, and in this case, as me say, it's not illegal. So if you look on it from a technical level, you can look on and say, well, we can keep it moving because it's not illegal, at least you know. But me not like when there is something or some issue brought up against these people, and a man I use a deflection, I go way back in the days. No, I mean, would I like a man to explain to me what Mark Golding have to do with Edward Siaga? Brother, Siaga time pass and gone long time, bro.
Yeah, but Rick, sometimes those deflections are good too, you know, because you carry them back in time and you show them say them not really know what them talk about. Then just hear a man say a thing and then just run with it. I just write this right there. You get me?
Yeah. I don't know if I say a thing, you know, because one go there, so got you don't know anything going on.
Rick, nothing wrong with that man bring up a long time history, you know, because sometimes a long time history is good enough to put beside the present argument we have now, you know. So nothing wrong with that, you know.
Well,
But my
yeah, true. Got you. Sorry, got you.
yeah. But my point right now, you know,
Mm.
I believe that the fit person who run the country, no matter which part them come from or which part them born, you know. Performance me I talk about. Me no business about dual citizenship and whatever. Me I talk about performance. So if I even one man from Europe can perform the job where it need to be done,
Yeah.
me I tell about my take, you know.
Yeah,
Me
man,
just believe that.
listen, man.
Yeah, me a performance, me I say. No matter who can provide the performance. Performance. That is what me top.
All right, a quick question.
Yeah, hold on, let me just ask him a thing.
Yeah.
So in term, I probably the same thing. You probably ask him. So me just
Chances are,
ask him
got you,
one thing.
got you, man.
Probably have an extension. So you would say it's good for bring up back like the old days. Nothing wrong with that. But me I say you don't feel like the argument supposed to match. Instead, a man just bring up something, and when you check it, it not really add up to what I go on now.
Then Rick, if you bring up one whole argument, you put on something new and it no match, it not relevant. It not relevant, you know. You can't just bring up something whole we've gone just to bring up sake, you know. You have to bring it up to match the current what's going on now. So that is irrelevant. Just bring up something out of the blues. Mm.
All right, so Rick, you know, say last year, I think about last year, November, December, ones and ones can research this too.
Yeah.
There was a US career diplomat, right?
Yeah.
Top ambassador. You know what I'm charging for? Spying for Cuba. You understand me? I say? So at the end of the day, him put in the work, almost 27 years, him put in the work for. Everybody see him work, but at the same time, him is a double agent. So at the end of the day, it asks the question, what value is the work without the allegiance? I say people have to look upon that, especially in the context of somebody leading a country, brother. Leading a country. Yeah, it can have serious implications when it's a dual allegiance scenario.
Because as me say, me understand what RR said to the foolish, you know, and me just look upon it from a and as me say, it's not currently not illegal, but me just look upon it and I say, based on like the points where the ones them are raised in the street say, well, let's say a worst case scenario, something go wrong with this brother, yeah, and him decide to ease off go England. How you are gonna get him back in a Jamaica? And him a citizen over there.
You can't touch him.
What jurisdiction you are gonna have to go for him as a citizen?
Yeah.
None.
No, them Jamaica and England have them a law, you know, set together, you know, man. Jamaica and England signed them a treaty there in America, you know. It's same way somebody, you know.
Not England sending down their citizens to Jamaica for trial. No.
No.
We send our people go over there.
Okay. It might take. Just hear me I say. Is word speaking rata from law? Not
law.
because it's
law. So give us some examples where it has occurred before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
You ever see them send for no farmer citizen from America or England for extradite to Jamaica?
Yes, but understand this, Rick. But understand, it might not happen because this law might not happen either. This might not happen. This like incident might not happen. What I'm talking about, you know, I'm just talking about, say, if we just attack from law, it might take that law I'm attack from, you know, I'm just attack say never see it happen yet, you know. That no means that something you might not see it happen yet, you know. That no means that.
Hold on. No put no words in my mouth, do you know, please.
Okay. No. So when me I say to you, me I say, you know, so if a man from English create a problem down here, create some whatever down here, and Jamaica want him. England say if England refuse to send him come, him whatever, him not allowed to come.
So anyway, got you, Rick.
No, me just
more say still when I say anybody fair come in the country and run it, you have to tread lightly upon that to RR because in all fairness, we are capable of running our own laws and government in Jamaica. But the reason why again, my opinion is that the corruption is too high. You see me? I say, me not feel like England from we get independent. There's no independent there. Why you are gonna put on your color on August, which they are August, and say yes, Jamaica land we love, and knowing that we still have a GG. We are represent the Jamaica. We go definitely to the Queen for talk about it, and we are talk about reparation. We are talk about free from shackles and chain from oppressors and this, that to the third. And why are we still attaching to these people? Why? We're not supposed to do that. None at all. We're supposed to can manage. We have brilliant minds in our country where we can manage our own politics as we speak. You understand what I mean? So the argument that come up with Mark Golding now, as we speak, of him being a dual citizen, him should have just take him Jamaica citizenship when born and run, because him have the capability. Why you hold on to Britain then when we are trying to detach yourself from Britain? Me no want nobody we are lead the country have ties to anybody else more than to the people of Jamaica as a born Jamaican. I just
Which is understandable, but may I say, Wyatt, remember that even though we are look on it like, because that does look on it like from, as we say, morally, you know, say, yo, this is the right thing, you know, but the fact that in the law it states that him can actually have dual citizenship and do him things same way. Why your view upon that? And the one guru you can say a thing after, you know, I know that James Bond. Yeah, man, James Bond did it as well. So I don't know what you think about that, real man, because even though your perspective,
then that's what me just
that
try to explain a while ago. Me just try to explain it a while ago. So me personally, me just feel like, you know, myself, because me no want have no, everybody else do it. Everybody else have them for them citizens who were born in them country. And like we say again, the rules we apply in England, you know, go apply in a yard. It's just like say you take Jamaica for a look at Boto. You see me, I say you just dash anything upon them and we just grab anything. And just know, say I said that go. Me not believe in that. Me no want nobody to throw nothing upon where we just take it. You see that you're Jamaican or you're not. I mean, I'm not politics man neither, even though me lying to PNP party. But you just know, say I just so me feel you have to be a real Lego every citizenship or did and just hold on for your own and just serve your own people.
Yeah. Big up Nicky, you know. Big up Tony and all the ones, you see it.
I think that's the way to go. There are vars him not give up in American citizenship.
Yeah, and that one I see where the ones that would say, well, it look hypocritical because these were the same people where I say, well, man like Vaz and Wells, Warmington, and some other ones where did have like
yeah, man. I think Shaini Robinson too.
Yeah, but yeah, man. No, man, it can't work, man.
We're not gonna crowd it.
It can't work.
Well, I know, may I say, remember, say these people didn't have to give up them thing, you know, bro. So
no, man, they never have to give you up. Then give it up. They never have to give it up.
What do you mean them not have to?
Then you know, say not against the law.
No,
you admit guilty.
It wouldn't be US wouldn't be like different from UK in terms of like Commonwealth and so forth. So probably that would make a difference.
Yeah, right. That's it, Derek.
Yeah,
US what about?
Yeah, US.
About Bars and Shiny them and Warmington them are US, not Britain, not Commonwealth.
So if
those who are citizens upon a platform, right? Whenever time we are swearing in any which part the state where you're in, means I New York, the state me swear in when me I swear about 15 years ago. Them said to me, say, as of this day, nobody can discriminate you. Only thing you can do in this country is become a president because he wasn't born here. Then put that out there and dash it and give and make you know say I say go. You understand what I mean? So for me, I tell me straight, me no hold no, me can't hold the highest office of the land. because me never born here. So me a naturalized citizen. So me have to just know say that's the only thing me never able to do around here. So but me can serve Congress, me can become any other else thing in the country. Right? But that's the only thing.
Yeah, and if you don't, and if you don't,
so why
behave,
is
them
that
can
now
take it
Mark
back from you
more than
too.
father? Sorry, Mate. Thank you. You see me? They can take you back from you. So when me say, what's so hard in it? That's I mean, know it's a politics dirty, you know. It's a dirty game. We know this. But at the end of the day, what's so hard in it then? To become a great leader and the people them demand for you to give away your citizenship at England and serve your people them when you're born on the side with them.
No. You can't hold on on it.
So you sorry there, and as me say one guru, no can say a thing to you know, because that's how you think going when you're not ready, you know. So no one ask real man if him thinks enough people are demands that him renounce this citizenship, or it's just JLP people them are demands it. Because if the PNP them a say well it no matter whatever, you feel like him a go have any form of interest in that. Whereas that is not something illegal him a do.
Well, me to be honest, me out of saying a diaspora where have interest, vested interest now in the land of my band, and a couple other little things I go on. In my opinion, me feel like that thing to do. You understand? As a Jamaican,
yeah, because the problem with like look on it from a wrong or right thing. You say, yo, you know, say in real life it not really look good for me. Thing there, and me can't really have them people out there have this thing and swing over me. But in accordance to the law, still is not something we have to do still. You know, so that. But as I say, sorry.
But Rick, let me say something, man. The man can't hold on it. And can't hold on it. The reason why Vaz and Shiny them have to do it, you know, because it's against the law. It's against the law, you know, and feed them end because them have the American. So it's against the law. So when Itmotex said this man, when Itmotex said this man, flip-flop. Me not say the flip-flop. Remember, you know, no law no break on this side, you know.
All over the place.
Yeah, man, I
could just stick to the thing that sort out the papers part, you know. So just
man, you can't hold on it, man. It no break no law. It is a law in law that him can hold on it and run. Over Shiny side, if Shiny, if Shiny them, it in England or America have the same law, we might be them that fight it, but them that fight a dead case where them have to compulsory give it up because it was against the law. In this case, it is the right of the law. That is two different things.
No, man, we totally understand the whole Commonwealth thing, you know. That's not where we are arguing from. When we want to know if you are okay with you know, someone being a dual where them have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You okay with that? The leader of the country. Me just want to ask a question still now. Well, are you okay with the leader of the country?
All right, well, that's
man.
All right, all right, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, I'm just saying that's fine with me. But at the end of the day, yeah, it can't look good. It can't look good. So you can't pledge allegiance to one country over there, sir, and I pledge allegiance to one more country. And when you become the leader of that country, there can be a conflict of interest, or will be a conflict of interest. That can't. That's the reason why certain things are in place. You get what I said? That the only reason why it is okay now, you know, is because we're still under the crown, you know. More you know that, you know. So yes, once a new republic thing come in, you can't say anything what you want to say, but you can't keep it. Him can't keep it.
You know,
so which part the conflict of interest you could have break down? You could have break down a conflict of interest for me. In this case, so it's a watch and you have him stood up on him in England thing. You can break down, yeah.
Yeah, the conflict of interest is where say England said they want to build a military base in Jamaica, right? And him use some form of executive powers and give them the land because of England, and him is a British citizen. You get what I say? Case in point, the probably England say we want to build one, we want control one part of the port, so we can have a naval force where refuel and whatever. And we are say, yo, we don't want not colonial masters are building a base in Jamaica, and him go ahead and as defense minister and sign off on it and whatever.
Be-
So there are
Because
many ways. There are many ways you can look at it.
because him a England citizen, so him a look out for England, and that's what you say, right?
Yeah, it's a dual allegiance.
Okay, so let me ask you now. You know, say in this same case here, Mark Golan, he get up and question the Prime Minister wife, where are the Speaker of the House, and then it is same, and then him is same, conflict of interest, same
No,
way.
no compare apples and oranges, man.
Come on,
Come on,
man.
man.
Oh,
Hold on, man. We are talking about citizenship, brother, and you are talking about a House Speaker conversation. We can't do that, man. No, man. Make
but
us
make
stay at
same
the
conflict of interest, brother.
make us stay at the conversation. No.
All right, here we go on RR. Just go and steam off and make one guru say I think. I did a long time and James Bond there too. So we soon circulate round back, yeah.
Bless up the panel and the chat saying, you know, say
Yeah, man, bless up.
we pressure reach charge him come out, I think yesterday and today. So we have him on record stating that he is a UK citizen. Yeah, man. Kiting at the Gleaner, you know, and see the conference them have yesterday, Sunday evening, they were. He must say, boy, he must explain to him coverage them say, you know what I mean? Yes, he's a US citizen. So right now, me think him should have come out with an apology too, rather than what me hear him say yesterday.
UK citizen rather, not US.
Yeah, man, UK citizen, man. Him come out and say, I am also a UK citizen. So remember, we did that say them with him just did give a yes or no answer, and him just do it yesterday and in the Gleaner today. Him just him know full out right say yes, he's a UK citizen. You know what I mean? And I say he never did renounce it. So me I say, look on that now where in the future to come, them fi ask him now if him a go willing to renounce it, because you know the Prime Minister states say with the changes they implement now, when them fi put it in full effect, you can't go be an opposition leader or a leader of the Prime Minister or any other high position and have that citizenship. So me think them should ask him really say if him a go willing to renounce it, since as him say until this day him still not renounce him citizenship yet. So really and truly as the ones I say him allegiance have to go be proven, you know what I mean? Him have to go take a stand, because him can't say fully colonization and knowing the fact say yeah him fully have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but yet still come make that the declaration to as the one I say come like him to the people for some loggerhead, you know what I mean? And then I boldly talk say yo, I man born yeah. And I say him about the people's business and integrity. You know, say no integrity in when him will beat around the bush. And then now because of pressure, him have to come out right and say it direct. You know, see no integrity in a way him proclaim.
But me that area say him need like to explain or come talk up to the people. But me I say probably him look on it and I say, well, this it probably him give out a statement and so forth because it's pressuring and whatever, just to correct certain narratives and so forth. But you feel like him nobody no big explanation since it's not an illegal thing.
Not in the sense of illegal or not illegal. We know it not illegal, right? But for him did a beat around the bush and I talk so boldly with him long explanation rather than a yes or no question like
But
when give the answer.
Me think him did answer the question from the get-go still. It's just probably
for the ones that were smart could have pick up based on what him say. But now him come out and say yes he is. And also state that he never renounced. Remember same also say have to buy visa to travel to America and to the UK, and we all discussed that since we can for much days now. Say once you're a British citizen, you don't need no visa. So all that to him need to come back and did say, boy, you know what I mean? Based on what him did say for true, that was misleading. Because we say if ones and ones we never have sense or reason it out and know say I saw it go. For the other one, them we probably just confused in our way. This I bring clarity to them, but we did done read between the lines of what him did I say. Yeah, man. I remember him a sing big for integrity, and being live and direct with the people, But yet still him a using legal terms them and medicated way a structure and we put out him sentence them. So if him a really sing for integrity and being upfront, You're not supposed to go around the corner for people to figure out what you must say.
So before James wants to say, I think we just propose a question here to you. So what you think about Mark Golding's statement when put out where he must say basically in his view this is just a deflection and Prime Minister Andrew Holness need to declare him assets, you know, him and the IC or whatever, however I'm structured.
No, I see where the Prime Minister in the sense they put forward themes statutory declaration to the IC and him Prime Minister also explain and say to the gleaner, you know why them not certify or sign off on it and publish it because you know as we know and him a go publish it and them a go sign off on it, send him whatever and him can put it out if him want. But the IC at the IC now sign off on it like you know what issue because he must say all him a write back to the IC and the IC a write back to him and him a send you know them a request. But yet still them can't certify him thing. And him say it puzzling to him also.
Because that's one of the biggest argument out here. You know, see, even Sister Tasha in the chat a rod from Evelyn and say, well, you know, Andrew Holness. And, you know, all I like the ones them where like represent for like PNP on a level. You know, that would be one of the strongest points to say, yo, you see, man, even say, yo, they dog about $7 billion we need to claim and support and rate. But that's the idea.
It's not a strong argument in a real. Let me say this real quick there. Before
It's just me like to explain to the chat and make man get an understanding how I really take place.
That's just an argument for kind of muddy up the water still because the reality is that you know all who have said that show the proof what laws the man them a break. You understand me? I say show we where the man them a breach the Integrity Commission Act because at the end of the day it's just mudslinging, Rick. You understand me? I say the reality is those individuals cannot come out and say, see the 100 million, see the 50 million. At the Integrity Commission have to deal with that. So any pressure they want to put it on the commission.
Yeah, man. That may I say if the people really want we know what going with Andrew Holness. I think I see the people in the call out still because them have the power to come thing them. Because I even said that in one blog and Mrs. Maria cost me. See a madness me attack.
But show the proof where the man them break laws. That's all. Show what laws the man them break and that more want to show me.
It might take if you talk about breaking law.
Yeah.
This man no break no law either. Have him
Nobody said he broken the law.
Nobody said my break.
Okay. Renounce it.
Well, but the problem is them clearly a state say them want to go in a all right. Even though the law not break, I think a whole heap of confusion are going because them clearly state say them want the country to go in a republic, whatever, and you know, all right. As me said, even this statement where Mark put out and everything confusing because based on my understanding, the man them say, all right, here we go. They want the country to go in a republic, see? And with that being said, Mark, this like the proposal when me hear is like Andrew them say they want it to go in a republic, but they would have still want the Privy Council to be the head of the court system or something like that. So they will still have like a ties to England, based on what me understand. But what I know, we that's where Mark Golding said, no. You see, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. It's either you are fully independent or you are work on England.
Man, so full decolonization.
If Mark Golding had deal with full decolonization, that would have go against film status at this moment. Because him could not deal with full decolonization and represent as a dual citizenship. I would have trouble that, brother.
Exactly.
So that's the reasoning there, bro. So me know why they are reason upon the fact
that's apple orange. That's an apple orange. That's an apple orange.
Oh.
Listen, me, man. This with Mark Golding. This is a one individual over there. So about England sitting. Where this man attack boy, about the switch up the whole business. England have no ties to a law. That's different. They don't have no say
Where I say
everything in our land. That is to in man actually tell say England don't have no say in our law system.
but,
Excited.
but the man where I said that is a British citizen, brother. And he right. So me I say, oh, that I go work with film status. If it
So
go
what
that
about
way,
the man? So him a what? Him a what in Jamaica? Him not a citizen of Jamaica too? You can't citizen of two places? Just a question me ask you now. Right now, how long me answer question? Can you be a citizen of two places and two countries?
You just make nice brethren. Jaja do.
I didn't mean to come in on a Rick.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
take.
Got you. Well, got you. James man. Cause I don't think RR listen. Nothing. Him just attack. Got you, James man.
Okay, sir.
Yep.
Come in
Yeah,
and play your song.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless up.
What we missing, you know? Mark is actually showing his allegiance by all of this what's going on. You know? He's actually showing him allegiance because if it wasn't that important to him, he would have denounced it long time. He would have come out and say, yo, this don't mean nothing to me. To prove my allegiance to Jamaica, I'm going to denounce my citizenship. But the mere fact that you're fighting and going around and saying that no law, why is it so important for you to hold on to it? You don't plan to live in the UK. You live in Jamaica. You plan to run for the country of Jamaica. Your allegiance is Jamaica. So why is it important?
There was no proposal for him renouncing.
Nobody don't need. There's no need to propose. Him can just come out and renounce it. And
yeah, but the problem is this, you know. The problem is James man. James man, the whole Ripley effect, you know, because you know, say more than likely his children are also UK citizens, not true?
Yeah, but that won't affect them.
But what I'm saying, if he renounces it, hey, you know,
that's what I'm saying. That would not affect them. My father renounces citizen for tax purposes, and that don't affect me nor nobody. Once you're a citizen, after that not a visa, no, that done gone already. So that not have nothing to do with it. So I mean, and even so, let's say that's the case. That means you have other benefit. This morning, Andrew only said, you know, it is a parachute because if something should happen and you're supposed to prosecute or you're supposed to come down to the extent of the law, certain things you can't do to British citizens. What if Mark come in and him start handling the country money, and him decides to me swipe on 50 million and cut on him? How you go for him? How you fight him? What if God forbid one day Britain say no, we want back all the full land, we will give them people, you know, invade Jamaica, and you need a vote in the UN to put sanctions on Britain or some effect. Who him vote for? Who him vote for? When a vote come up in the UN against Jamaica, and you have to go and you are as a British citizen, who you are going to vote for?
Even though
there are so many implications that could arise out of this. And then and I'm sure him see it, he's an intelligent guy. So he's actually showing his allegiance now. Like it's plain as day.
But James Bond, but me not think if them never did propose the Republic thing, me not think it would be an issue. Because on that
is him make this issue come up or no?
Eh?
Yeah,
is him bring up this issue or no?
Yeah, me know.
What he's doing is trying to appease to the diaspora. He's trying to appease to the diaspora and turn around upon him or no? That happened to Mark, and Mark put him in his mouth or no? He might try appease to Rattigan and him followers, and he turn around upon him or no? Everybody know Mark had a citizenship. This is not new. All of them know no. It's just that he put him in his mouth now, and them say, okay. Now we see what I go on. As a matter of fact, so the pressure come back on him. Remember now, when Mark came out and said this last week, the JLP didn't pay it, man. Because even Rick there said JLP should have pressed it more. Remember that, Rick? Imotet?
Yeah.
Imotet was saying the JLP should have hammered this more. Man. So the JLP is set to get steam now. So the JLP now start hammer it now. You know, so the G2K come out since even I said Mark need to step aside now, which is ridiculous. But now that it's catching steam, everybody's like, brother, where your allegiance there? So now people are starting to look at the implications where a man can just cut. There's no way in that no country can come and ask America for send back a citizen. There was a girl.
Say when they catch on to what we are saying.
There's a girl in I think it happened in Paris or something. She was going to school over there, a foreign student. Her two roommates them end up dirtying. She was in it. I don't know, some sort of something happened. She was locked up for a minute. The case went to trial. I think they did fine her or something. But anyway, she did out and ban. And Paris, I said, yo, I think it's a Paris or UK, one of them. I said, we don't want she go home because once she go home, we can't get her. And I said, nah, man, yeah, make she go home. And from she come America, no, I done that the case, I don't know. This was like in recent times, like I think about 2007, 08. Some if you look, I can't find the case and show. France, she was a foreign student, and France she come America had done the case done. Cause them can't send back for she. So when Mark come now, in a parliament, and one thing we know now, money spoil anybody at all. No care how you're good, no care got everybody a price. As long as it's high enough. And when him said that money, I say him can take all my whole family and cut on. I am not saying he's going to do that, but what I'm saying, how we get him.
So me see this media facts, brother. See him like how me see a comment in the blog today where a man even compare Bob Marley's status. Brother, it's not even important that me have a Jamaican passport, yes or no. At the end of the day, me not run for political office, bro. The only reason why this argument valid with Mark is because the man is a politician, brother. So come on, man. Stop asking madness, brother.
And that is what everybody is saying. All on have dual citizenship. Of course, and I will never give up my American citizenship. But
yeah, but why are people putting this conversation to the average Joe when it's about political leadership? A political leadership we run on Ricstorm and
the country, brother. So what?
Stay to the substance of the reasoning, man.
Andrew even gave him a skateboard to Andrew say, lead of the party. Andrew even said the whole parliament, and Andrew said lead of the party because Andrew still a piece of the diaspora as well. So Andrew said, you know what? Leader of the opposition or leader of the current government should not. If you're once you're elected at that seat, you should not have it. So Andrew will give them a little room in it today too, which I think is good. Leader, once you're a leader, you cannot or you should not have two citizenship. Because remember, you cannot give up your Jamaican citizenship. No. So I'm telling about him a Jamaican, no, you can't get that up. You're born there. It's not like you can say, I don't want to be Jamaican no more. But you have your British citizenship where what is it you have to hold on to it to? To the fact where you hide it. What are your plans? What you have in the future? Your marker must be about almost 70-year-old. Why need British citizenship for?
But you see, James Bond, you make a valid point, you know. Because remember when the conversation was brought up, right? And it put forward. And his response about me travel on UK visa and US visa, it only shows now for you to come back and admit, brawling now, say you're a citizen. It just show how dishonest you are. That can't look good. You understand me? I say you wait until when more pressure reach you now, then you have to forward out and be clear in a way you say. You ask for UK visa. Oh, me use UK visa and travel, but now after me I come tell you say me a UK citizen.
Well, yeah, that was confusing as well. Still, I feel like this, you know, he put out a statement where sound good, where whatever. But big up reading policy and all of the ones that we're checking, you know, TG
yeah,
media.
Man, big up reading policy.
Big up all our people.
Rick in 2024.
MB, big up yourself, MB as well. But when I say James Bond, I say based on the fact that it's not illegal and so forth, how much demands was there or is there for him actually renounce this thing? Because the only way
at first there was no, remember in 2007 I think he was in parliament at the time to right he was in parliament at the time too, and when they brought it, nobody never really pressured him because they know it was the law and whatever, because he was just a regular MP in parliament. But when become the leader of the party, and I think people never remember about it too much. Him putting foot in our mouth, you know.
No, the thing is 2007, you know. 2007 he was a part of the party in terms of, you know, the advisors and enacting laws.
That's he wasn't in any major position.
But the problem now, you know, the problem is, you know, from Mark Golding ascended to the leader of the opposition, him shouldn't really renounce it. Sure. You understand me? I say right there, so you see, from him become the leader of the opposition, yeah, he should renounce it right there, so.
Him think everybody that go forget, which they did, and him come bring it back up.
Honest to God, this is not even a forgetting to me. Me never even know, bro.
Man never bring this back up. Nobody remember this.
Because from, in my view, you know, And that's why more time, I just because more while, because in my view, from the whole thing they went back in them time, they with the Robinson, them and Warmington and the Vaz, them and all of these people. Me did have that thing that's illegal, you know, say, yo, no man in a parliament can, big up jail, you know, can have no dual citizenship. But me never did know, say, under the Commonwealth, there is a difference.
Oh, yeah, man.
So I know me, but me didn't know say the general thing. But at the end of the day, as me say, if you know that still, we feel like say if you know that still, and run for the ICE office, me think even though it's not illegal, you know say this I go cause some problem. If I'm a talking point and me realize how this thing work, you know, if enough people are say one something, brother, you either have to go address it because people are going to twist it and turn it and, you know, make it be this and make it be that. And as the idea, it reach one point where they might try to change up Jamaica and it kind of look confusing by your end. So, boy, I don't know. I don't know how this will play out, but I think they're not going to drop it for now.
No, Rick, me say Andrew won't let's pull off a craft on him too, you know. And Andrew won't let's say what? That situation is untenable. And let me tell you why me agree with Andrew Onless. You see, when you are a dual citizen, people are wonder or ask the question, where lies your allegiance? So you're not supposed to lead a country and a question and hang over your head where your allegiance is. That can't make no sense, Rick.
Tasha Blake says Siaga born in Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah,
so,
and Renounce is in 1959 before him even touching a politics and them something there. It's there for the record. Anybody can go research them things there. Don't use them talking points there. Do some research and you'll realize some misinformation that too. Because from 1959 him renounce it. So that argument is not valid.
Yeah, but we have a new caller, you know. Miss Mary B, go through, make with your point of view there, please.
Oh, hi. Hi, all panel and listeners.
Yeah, bless up.
Come on, bless up.
Yeah. As you know, you guys are the researcher, especially to James Bond.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put a proposal, a wondering question, right?
Yeah.
As for Andrew Olness, for him to be a part of the Privy Council in England, I don't know if anyone recall when he came to England to get on done some, what I call it, it's not like the Queen will give him a night or something. Are you aware that he's a part of the Privy Council?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm wondering now, I don't know, because you guys are the researchers. And I must say, you guys, I've learned so much from you guys, you know. Would for him to be a part of the Privy Council, would he be a dual citizen?
No, and no,
You
not
said
at
that
all.
before?
And yeah, that's just no, he's not. And the thing is this too.
I think that would come on the common because we're a part of the Commonwealth.
No, the Privy Council, you know it go. That's the judiciary, so we know the thing go with that. But the thing is this, you know, sister. Remember, you know, as it is right now, the king is head of state at Jamaica. So the prime minister is a subject of the king, to not true.
Absolutely.
Mark Gordon is a subject to the king. All members of parliament are subject to the king.
Yeah.
All of them. So I understand with that aspect of things with Andrew Onless being on the Privy Council, it's just like all these top lawyers who are King's Counsel as well. You understand me?
Okay, right.
So it's a similar
so
title.
I was thinking, I was thinking like the King Council would be normal. I wouldn't say like I don't know what is his title. It wouldn't be King Council. His title is, do you know what his title is? So that's why I was thinking, what is it exactly?
Well, yeah, his title is King's Counsel.
Oh, okay.
It was Queen's Counsel before Elizabeth passed on.
But
in 21, I think. In 21.
Yeah. So let me ask a quick question. Since Miss Mary bring up that topic, is it because Prime Minister Andrew Wallace is a part of the King's Council when he make the first proposal about the Republic, them still did want to attach themselves to the crown same way in terms of like still having the Privy Council as a top court?
Absolutely. Yeah.
No man, guess so no.
My personal opinion is, especially the research I did on the CCJ today, I would rather the highest court of our land be in Jamaica or stay with the Privy Council. And I saw an interview with him this morning, which obviously him changed his stance. Him never changed his stance. He said, what I want may not what the people want, but it's going to affect the people more. So him say, what he's proposing is put a referendum for the highest court of the land being Jamaica, CCJ, or the Privy Council. And whatever the people decide, we'll go with that. Kind of say, not because I want one thing and not because Mark want one thing. That's not necessarily what the people want, which I think that's the best proposal I hear so far.
Yeah, because
wow.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
But that would be like sorry.
Sorry, got you.
No, I was gonna quickly say that's like when Brexit was exiting from the European board, is it? If CTV is gonna do a referendum. If
But you see, the problem is, the problem with the Privy Council. I think the Privy Council should have in the conversation still, but I understand the process by putting it at the referendum. But watch this now. It don't make no sense you separate from peace and leave peace. That's the problem we have with that,
Because that is what that was what Mark Golden has said.
Right.
So if all right, so let me ask you a question. So let's say them put this proposal to the people, and the people decide say, here we go on. Based on our observation with all of them courts, we see where a Privy Council, it seems as if you will get more justice, and that this we are choose. And them decide to go along with that, along with them Republic, whatever. Would that tie make have no farmer demands to make Mark Golden renounce him citizenship towards England, or to that just still stay as it since them have the connection there?
Remember, they're in a full constitutional reform, so whatever the constitution say, that would take presidency. So if the constitution say whether or not, because what they're trying to propose now, whether you're in Commonwealth or not, you have to be a Jamaican-born citizen to be the leader of the country. That is what. So
right, my Jamaican-born.
Without dual citizenship. So you have to be for the leader. And he never say MP, he say for the leader. So regardless of what the Privy Council, that Privy Council will have nothing to do with that. What the Constitution said with our state presidents there.
Well, on Michael Phillips, our PNP.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you remember, yeah, man. Remember in 2020, in the Parliament in December, I think, when Big C full effect, Remember, so Michael Phillips bring forth the motion in Parliament in regards to the CRC and moving from the Privy Council. Ones that say, yo, at the PNP that try score political points right before the election to come up. And Michael Phillips bring forth the same points them where we have where they wanted to do it in 3 phases. So even the PNP at that time bring forth the motion in Parliament. So the next meeting them are going to have, which would have been in January sometime at 2021. Them want to have the discussion around it in 3 phases. So I'm going to see why now Mark come in now currently and I say, yo, them no want to do it in the phase by phase and just want to do one thing. And then he's opposing a referendum when within that motion that they brought in 2020, they were for a referendum in regards to the phases when they reached the separating from the Privy Council or the CCJ, go to the CCJ, and also the Prime Minister did second it in regards to, yes, put it in a referendum. So why they do it, say they're going in the phases, is because, as Andrew only said, switching from the Privy Council to the CCJ got tricky. And so rather than them within the 63 choose, he said that they would also put that to a referendum. So to me now, if you hear Mark come back with these talking points, me really I feel looking to him good and I wonder save this man. Now remember say everything that on PBC, a PBC name, the broadcasting station there, PBC and JIS have them recorded and them they on them page where you can go watch it back. So me I say this man I really double talk too much now. He must say this thing this minute. And when people dry him up, you see him come back now and switch him up. Yeah, understand, Mark.
So, brother, so if a man have a point about something 6 years ago, and now him see it one different farmer way, something wrong with that? Like you see it one different farmer way. 6 years ago, you see something one way, and you say, say, this year, no, you see it, and you say, Jano, say, 6 years ago, me that look and say, John, no, me wrong. So something wrong with him change his mind towards that? Eh? Anybody at all?
Yeah.
Me never
I
talk
was
about Mark.
also wondering if he had a change of mind as well.
Eh? Nothing wrong with having a change of mind or something.
We know it's just because we know politics is a trick.
I was about to say that all politicians will have a change of mind when it benefits them. As long as it
Yeah,
benefits them,
yeah.
whether JLP, PNP, Republican or Democrat, once it benefits them, they'll have a change of heart.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
the problem is, the problem is though, from a political perspective, yeah, man, you see the principle of a party as the leader, yeah, man, you
It has to
cannot
be
depart.
opposed.
You cannot
You know,
depart
change
from
your
the
mind.
core principles of the party like that. And when it comes down to this thing here, brother, is a core party principle. Is not like say him just wake up and decide say I'm gonna depart from it. So what me I say is that the core principle of the party, yeah, you can't just go against it because you want to appease couple little people where make you think to them have some relevant or political weight. That don't make no sense. You can't go against the principle of the party.
Are you speaking on the people that were was it demonstration or they had their meeting regarding the what they
No,
call
I'm
it?
just talking about like he met with I think he met with a group in Florida, right? Miami.
Yeah.
Right, and yeah, man, people saw a little thing going on in New York with 200 people, them say, and him say them put up on Jones picture and Juliet, dictator, corruption, all bag of something. So him
I
really
think
feel
that's
like
where
say,
they went wrong,
no,
And
yeah. So him really feel like said these are the people representing the more than 1 million diasporans in the tri-state area, 200 little people who
I
are.
wouldn't really think so. I think he's got a bigger picture than that, but it's how we are here looking at it. Because to be honest, I'm not too happy with Andrew, and I'm neither, right? And I grown up in a very strong PNP area, and I have never voted, and it was all because of my experience with the 80s election. I see blood. I experience it. I'm from the thickest part in Spanish Town, a PMP area, and I refused to vote. I did not want to vote. It put fear in me. So I don't have any time to be biased. It's time we have people run the country better. There's no way a country is going to run with any perfect, honest person. I always hear my mom said, unless they have hair in the hand middle. But for what some of the things that's going on, I'm very disappointed. I'm disappointed with him with that wages. I mean, it's not just him, the whole board of them. I'm disappointed with the way how he treated the people in the big C thing there. It was appalling. He
Yeah.
said it's the poor people that's spreading it, and he seemed to have that big C thing seemed to communicate with him when it's gonna go on holiday, when he wants a vacation, for him to tell the people to come out because it seems like if he can send it off on a holiday, and then these I don't want to call them idiots. They're not. I don't think our people are idiots. Some of them, they're just so naive. They love entertainment so much. Boy, we love entertainment more than
Right.
anybody else in the world.
For me, I tend to agree with you about the big C thing. There was one thing that rubbed me the wrong way. Wrong way. Me not talk about the little man we telling about him mad and police go
Oh
for him.
no. Yeah.
Because a man can say I just police go for him. But you see what occurred with Floyd Green? You see that
Yes. Even that's what
that's
exactly. Wow, you
That's
took
an
that up.
embarrassment to Jamaica, and sometimes we call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
That Floyd Green situation is
Yes,
an
that's
embarrassment
exactly what I
to
was
Jamaica.
gonna say.
In a real life,
Right. And also, I don't want to forget this.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Forgot. You see the car seat thing? Oh my God! Did you remember that car seat thing?
That was terrible too. That was horrible. Horrible.
So that is where I just gone off the man. a gun off him. I was saying he's
you see,
young,
yes.
he's, you know.
The car seat thing, you know, the car seat thing, probably, you know, the Minister of Transport can take the fall for that. You get what I say? So you can't directly pin it by Andrew Holness. But you see that flight green.
Yes, man, that one, yes.
The way it was dealt with and the man fired the man and reappoint him and now make him minister and replace Colonel Charles in our different portfolio and put flight green in there so and all them something there. When the man broke the law, where we not charge poor people 200
thousand, yeah. And especially with that little girl and singer. That and singer case was the weirdest thing. It's a good thing you brought this up because she said she was in a cab. And nobody came as a witness, no one video when all this drama was going on. They said she cut her hair in the prison, in the jail. That's the weirdest case I've ever heard, apart from that Kevin man. There's so many strange things happen in our country that, oh my God, I don't know. Our people have some magic going on there that we don't know.
That flight green thing for me, last year as well over Bernard Lodge. Bernard Lodge, when he made the announcement in Parliament that criminals over there sell land and then go over there, go bulldoze down the poor people house.
And it was a teacher.
And when they hold on past there, one principal will leave a Cockburn inside. Now have nothing to do with that. Then he go over there and go appease the people. But I'm just saying those kind of approach.
All right, can I ask you this? Yeah,
you have to be calculated. You can't announce it and go over there and act like that.
Yeah, can I ask you this? Because, you know, sometimes bloggers put out information and I'm aware of that sometimes it don't go like that. Did you know, I heard that Andrew went over there with his security and they were driving around. Is there any fact in that? Because I hate him for that. They said he went to the premises and he had tons of security and he was driving around. Is anyone else hear this?
Where are you talking about? Bernard Lodge?
In Bernard Lodge, yeah.
But as a prime minister of any country, even if you have an MP go there, every MP has assigned security in Jamaica. No? So anybody go there.
Oh, that is here. No, because he was driving around. You know what I mean? And I'm saying he's a prime minister. My point I was gonna say, he's the prime minister. If somebody else should be doing that. So I heard he was driving around with this lots of security. And then he tells
not to cut your wisdom, I give back the mic. Isn't he the one in charge of housing? Or no?
I'm not so good on that.
Come under him?
Yeah, man, it under him, no, man.
If it's under him, that means that would be a matter. And you know, it's
all right.
As well. He went there.
I said, I don't want to forget. I have short memory. If you know what hurt me too? The housing trust money where him go fast with.
Right, I agree with that. That's a bad call.
A whole heap of them little something that the man have some in the angle the thing them proper. We're not gonna expect that he's gonna be a perfect man, but good God, the things for mostly poor people. That's where they touch the hardest of the hard and charge. He behave artless, we not lie.
But the thing is this still, sister, you know, so with all the whole hard thing they know. That's a very big move still we make, you know, with the whole hard thing the way all of the youth them can go to school for free, they then get bus fare every week.
Hold on. So let me ask you something. When I was from me a teenager coming that young, there was art school going on in Jamaica. So they used to have to pay lunch. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you had to. Yeah, you had to pay. And I'm saying that you had to get your own. Yeah, you had to pay your own bus fare and whatever transportation and them something there. You understand?
But things that time was a little bit better then. Things that time was a little bit but different. So I suppose
remember say art, you know, right? Anybody at all couldn't just say here more and go art. I mean, you get what I say. So now anybody at all from the ghetto areas, you know, them kind of say me go art, you know, me done with badness in art, me gone in them, I go turn a mason or carpenter or whatever. and them get funding.
Okay.
Yeah, get that stipend and so.
Them
Yeah,
get
yeah.
all bus, them get all bus
I'm
here.
for
So
that, especially for the young people. I'm really for that. I knew it was wrong because I thought you were gonna say it's him who brought it in because I'm sure that could have been Manly Days. Is
No,
that
no.
a fact?
no man,
Who
it was
brought in art?
Yeah,
It
yeah, it's
wasn't
Michael
Manly?
Manley. Michael Manley started.
Right. Okay. I understand you now. I understand you now. Well, that's good because anything for progression and especially for our young people these days. These young people, their life is wrecked, especially from that big C thing. Their life is wrecked. To be honest, I'm not happy with that at all. It's the country not going a good way.
To be honest with you, there's no country that has dealt with the big C perfectly, and Jamaica has came out of that.
No.
Especially,
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Hold on,
Just make him finish him point, miss. And
Sure.
There's
I was
no country
about to
who
stop.
has dealt with the big C perfectly. Even England, the Prime Minister was keeping party himself too. But as
Oh
I
God,
said,
many of them.
but as I said, Jamaica has emerged out of the big C better than many other countries, especially economically. So I am not saying Andrew is good. I'm not saying he's bad either, but the progress that he has made in the country, to me, is far way better than any government that I have known of, PNP or JLP, where Jamaica is currently at today. So I can't beat him, and he's moving the country forward.
All right, can I speak now?
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you. I would say he has done so much of a big job for himself because it's the WHO who pass on instruction that most of the world was carrying out. It wasn't his idea like he done anything special. To be honest.
I tend to disagree with that, but okay.
Yeah. No, it's
all right. So in the big C, I could have gone to Mexico any amount of time, whatever. People never care about masks over there or whatever. So no matter what the whatever put out, there are countries that have their own rules that and regulations that you have to abide by. So
I agree.
How you handle the situation, there were rules and guidelines for an international standard, but
but James Bond, you know, so what we can agree on though is that for the people who were in America, the lockdown restrictions where we say Andrew Ownless dupe on the people them down at Jamaica, no one in America, even at peak, they were under such stringent restriction to the point
where and I'm in England.
Yes. But you can, the same thing that goes for America cannot go for Jamaica. America
America
has 10,000 hospital. America has an unlimited amount of budget, amount of money. America can get any amount of vaccine. America can handle a situation way different from Jamaica. So we have to handle the situation in a way that we can afford to handle it. You can't just do it the way America do it.
But James Bond, watch this now. James Bond, watch this now. You lock up the people in them house and say they can't come out. But on Saturday now, you tell them say everybody can go bungle up in our supermarket and fight to get groceries. One bag of people bungle up.
So let me ask you a question. Is it go up on the road one time for the week than every day of the week?
No, but if it's every day of the week, that means there are less people on the road. Not true.
If you do it one day a week. No.
But if the people them just go bungle up, it don't make no sense, brother. I remember to say the election was in the middle of that thing as well, bro. That was the biggest story, brother. So come on, have a talk with you, bro.
Yeah, man, that was a big fight.
Yeah, man, the
what are the people are nice, though? Remember the man them paint a picture of how dangerous and deadly this thing is, and everybody I say, all right. Or most people I say, you don't know you have the ones where I say them now going and blah blah blah. Most people I say, all right, then fine, whatever. And here comes the election in the middle of this thing, brother. So if we take this so serious, you know how to have election, brother.
Let me tell you something, Rick. Let me tell you something. Anyhow, the Jamaican government commissioned a study of what transpired during that time. It is going to be proven that calling the election at that time increased the transmission.
Definitely.
Facts, because that was the time when everybody
right after the election, everything started get peak.
Yes, exactly.
Everybody are mingle for the election, but before the election, they lock on down like a prison, you know.
Yeah, and you know what was painful for me, even though sometimes when people are so wicked to one another, to be honest, we know because I'm in England, right? And the restriction wasn't all that great, wasn't all that strict, you know. So I could compare it with them there in Jamaica, and I was so worried because I was thinking about the same hospital thing, how if it should really happen, spread there a lot, how people gonna cope. But if quote me, if I quote this number wrongly, I think it was only. No, I don't want to use only because it's life, right? Don't get me wrong when I say that. In comparison to other countries, because to me, I think they made up numbers. I think there's a lot of things goes on there that wasn't truthful. It was about 2,000 and something people passed off, yeah? Anybody got the figures?
No, I don't.
No, I don't have it. So Jemban.
I don't have the exact figure of it.
Okay, but just to say, I was thinking it was gonna be worse because as James Bond rightly said, in terms of, America and these countries here, they can afford to have X amount of hospital and give aid to all these different things, and we were behind. They didn't do too badly.
That is my point. How we came out of the big C, I think we did very well in terms of saving lives.
That's what I said. Yeah. In terms of the passed on.
Yeah, but my thing is that, as me say, with the whole lockdown thing, me understand because nobody don't know the extent of this or how dangerous it is or whatever. And based on how them paint it. Remember say when this, if you remember good, when this thing just break out, the man them paint it where as even like where they're going in China, as the breeze blow up on your pass out, the man them free everything. So we understand that still, if them didn't even deal with that strict lockdown there, it should have just be right through, brother. You can't free up the place because you want election. And as we got through that say, well, at least I two party deal with it and agree to it and whatever. I understand that, but me just say, yo, that shouldn't happen, brother.
Yes, that's the one that really boiled my man. That's the one that robbed me.
And that's spiky thing, brother, if we keep it real.
Yeah, that go on, man, because what's this, Rick? It look like the man them put it pampas, the big C pampas.
Yes, him said it for holiday. Yeah, that need a say.
That can't look good, man. It just never look good at all. And the flight green thing, they really knocked me up to this day.
Yes, man. And they're sitting in there drinking champagne. But didn't he give a cheers as if, oh, you guys are locked away and we are here having a party?
And remember the ship thing too with the
Oh yes, that was what it came to my mind. There's so many things.
Rick, that ship thing that was terribly, Rick. Jamaican citizen, stuck on water, and your government don't even want to accept you in the country,
Big joke thing.
That never look good, man. No, sir.
Remember about the Indian them where they because them take them in.
Easy. Yeah, or the hospitality, or they give them
and them reject the Jamaicans from the ship. You see?
Yeah.
The show, bro, it don't look good, brother. Why I'm calling still is because the CM, I kind of agree, with the lockdown thing, because I never see it really purposely, like, because let me tell you, I end up lose my job because of the 4-day lockdown,
True, CM to me.
Lose my job, bro. Bro, may I tell you, a lucky things that help me get, bro. Lose my job because me I work for 4 years at the company, bro. And because of the lockdown, bro, we could end up pay the monthly bill because it takes 4 days out of the week what we have. You understand? Our client could have forward. You see what me I try to say? So we end up have a lockdown and go online.
All right, put it this way, young man. You didn't lose your life though.
Yeah, me know, but you're not having a job, remember,
No, I know what you mean. Of course, it's a lot of people. It's like millions of people lost their jobs, And guess
You know,
what? You know that
So,
in life,
sorry.
right? Hello?
So GM Band, and I need the lockdown where it's necessary. What Andrew Wallens do for the people and during the lockdown time? During the lockdown time, what they do for the people? Me in Canada here, I used to during the
Themselves.
lockdown time, every 2 weeks I $1,800 I'm getting them. Every 2 weeks, $1,800. And I have to turn back food from my yard.
What
You
people
just
don't
walk the
realize,
house for
when you realize the country
eh?
don't print money, right? You know where the government gets money from? You
Oh,
realize the
okay.
country don't
We
print
have
money.
some bigger grants, but we have to remember.
So you're going to let people for dead for younger then?
yo,
Well, I know,
let me tell you
man. Well, I know, man. Yeah, they are England, brother. Canada, brother. Them did have some grants where them think the people line up. Even that line up thing, they was senseless to me still because them have this big bungalow people. I think a Western Union, them have to go collect the money. And brother, in all honesty, as what James One says, it's a third world country, bro. So you're not going to get 1,800 Canadian dollar in a Jamaica and a no farmer grant, bro. But them did
Yeah.
run, but not that me I say it's
Can't
enough.
compare.
But you know, them did run money for who need it. For who need it. So come on, man.
Rick, you remember when the first batch at the juke there did forward at the stadium there?
Yeah, and they give them safety.
One bag of people line up gone all about the place way out the stadium gate. People just bungle up. Like those things, all of those things contributed towards the spread on them something.
Yeah.
Because
I'm deal with it on an appointment basis and you just make people come in and whatever, you know?
Because in them time they, you know, me usually go get like goods to my place, you know. That's what I say. So when I go to boom and jump in at the bay, like when I go in like a place, them already have to sanitize up and so forth. And as me say, you have like the Western Union for people where, because as me say, I don't remember how exactly it go, but people where they panic ground can, they'll probably, I don't remember if it's every week or every 2 weeks or whenever, but me know say they did have some money thing around. Brother,
Yeah, man, when that gets complicated.
Remember say Western Union them did have to go collect it. And brother, when you see the crowd, bro, and they never talk about 6 feet. I think there are some nonsense. Nobody no business with that, brother. You see, the whole of the people in bungle up, you just know say, yo, whatever them must say, are basic people, them, bro.
But that's why they change it to the bank accounting, you know. And remember, it's out of the big C why it's become so simple. Well, it's still not simple as simple, but it became way easier to get a bank account in Jamaica now. Because then when them see the Western Union thing not working, them say, all right, cool. Make we free up most of the restriction of to get a bank account where a man can just come in with him ID and a bill and get bank account. But how we came out of the big C in Jamaica, we have done better than a lot of Caribbean countries. We're still raveling from it. And our life, the amount of life we lost compared to a lot of people is still, we came out on the best side that I possibly think we could. And considering all things. Remember, nobody know how to deal with this. It was a test and play thing, it was a trial and error thing with this. Remember, when Florida opened up and said we're not locked down and we there have party and go on about business, everybody look on Florida like we're mad. Everybody say Florida mad now. DeSantis say now do none of that. New York do a different thing. Atlanta do a different thing. So everybody was just plug and play.
Because I big see me travel, you know, brother. So when I go to I reach over here in Florida, and it's strange to me because me not see nobody locked down and man.
We never wear masks when
here and there.
Them look you funny.
Yeah, a couple people here and there where I deal with them masks in but it wasn't a mandatory thing. You know, you just have some man where just deal with it because them say this and that are going or whatever. But it wasn't a mandatory thing, brother. Yeah, see.
No,
so everybody deal with them thing different, bro. But as them say, as I say, them and based on what whatever them call that thing, the hospital it full of sick people still. I don't know if that didn't sick them or whatever, but you know them time they whole heap that are going still according to them.
Well, let me say this in a Rick. And let me say this by your tour right now. Listen this. Right now the big C, 2021. My wife got Jamaica, you know, and catch Corona down there and dead down there for me.
No call it.
Me wish I never the name still. But Jaja
I never call her name, I say my wife.
No,
the
name of the disease. Yeah.
Okay. Well, me I tell you. I'd right. I down there for my wife go 2021 him and my daughter and catch it down there and losing life down there. Even bedding couldn't get to sleep and down there.
No,
Yeah?
you know
Even
what could
bed,
have happened
she couldn't get to sleep and
during.
down there. You hear?
Can
Let
I
me say?
just say this? You
Life
know
that
what could
somebody
have
have to bring back up
happened?
here.
You know that if I have a fingernail break and you go hospital, and that then say you have, and probably she didn't even pass off on that.
Well,
Because even here in England, as you go to the hospital, if you have a dry cough, like a dry throat, and you want like water, you know, and you
I
cough.
show on the back of them time you book all your two inside the big sea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You cross on a
but,
car and them say that kill you.
but the thing is, as we say, yeah, with that already know say the system, I think they never really equip. And as James Wanda said, this is not something where we face before, you know, bro. So
Yeah,
you
but you know, say.
yeah, and I remember say them time, you know, the hospital them full up and one bag of thing. So that rough one RR still judge and know. You know, that thing where if you
Yeah, but anyway, my condolence to you, bro.
yeah, man, thank
You
you.
know?
That grab 2021, believe you me.
Wow.
she leave out of the house
But
2
you
weeks
know,
and never come back in.
I think right, I think some of it is stress kill the people them. Or if Jamaicans never used to stress, trust me, enough of them would have passed off. Jamaicans strong people, you know, because guess why I say this? When you pass some homes and you see so many people sitting in that one yard and their family. So can you imagine, right? So during the year, all right, so when they're having some gathering for a few minutes, you see like 20 people, 14 people, and you say auntie, granny, you know, the whole names of different family. So what they tend to do on a normal basis, some will go sit on a road, who go roadside, go sell, who will stay home, wash clothes and something. And can you imagine? This is like probably in a house with maybe a 2-bedroom house and 20 people in there. And the place of a lockdown. Can you imagine 20 people who never used to see themselves under one roof? Have to be under one roof? That must drive you mad to rotted.
That's why the spike in domestic violence went up and abuse
That
and that
is
kind of
it.
stuff
That's
went
why
up
I
in
say it's more stress kill people.
over in the COVID. So that's what I'm trying to say to you guys. It was never a normal circumstances. And for we to come out on the other side of it, where no debt is relative. So, but for the debt toll not be as high as it is, and plus come out right now the economic is stronger than where it was before the COVID. So for us to come out on that side of it,
man, because you know,
sorry,
big
before the big C, sorry.
Sorry.
For us to come out on that side of it now, nothing will be perfect, but we still have to give him a tough time, especially tough time. You have to get tough time, so you have to get tough time in flowers because he did a great job in it. We can't take that from them.
No, hold on. You know what? I saw a clip with him was telling the people if they don't take that big C, they're not gonna get water or something.
Oh man, better than that, sister man. Remember KFC them give out for that, man.
All of that too, me
One
here.
box of KFC.
But you know what we never like
people take the man them have people that take a box of KFC, Rick, in a real life.
Yeah.
You see
You know
little things
hear about that for sure, you know.
it looks based on the optics of it, it look like it looks dehumanizing and degrading. We might not say so it going up, but we give a box of KFC.
You know what I never like
but
well, James man. You know what I never like how them angle it. Me never like the fact that because when and even that's his reason why whenever you have some people about them nowadays, me even say not with even that thing where they AstraZeneca where them say
AstraZeneca.
The problem I have with them still is the fact that all them are force people as if them sure how them are give the people them brother and them are come out with these statements to say this thing is safe and this and that and right. And we are say still, we appreciate the fact that the people them try to get something for cool on this thing or whatever, and you know, people have them business for conduct, or people feel like say them want something to protect. Fine, but the fact that you come out and make it look like say, yo, you have to take this or else. That was a thing we never like, brother.
Yeah,
Yes,
but you know what?
The RLs
But
with
you
that,
know what?
what the problem with that, and I wish I had a big problem with. The people don't want to take the vaccine, but they also want to go in your store. So if I have my store and I say I have the right to deny you, just like how you have the right to deny taking it, I have the right to deny if you're coming in my store too. And that you can't have your cake. You can't have your cake.
It never reach a case where a man did have to show any farmer card for going to a store, brother. Right. A man, what the thing was, you have on your mask and them say, all right. But me understand a man when we say, yo, here we go on, you know, we don't know what, and we're not sure what this thing, you know. So here we go on, you know, them say the mask and sanitization can cool on this thing. So if a man go on the sanitization and want to step in your place without mask, you have the right to tell him, say, Ray, but there was nobody I tell you stand up at your store door and say, yo, let me see your card for certify that you get the job for whatever. So me not think we we don't know who get the job.
No, there was nobody checking.
Yeah.
There was issues going on.
Because in England, they give you an option if you're exempt, and a lot of people weren't wearing their mask as well. Because you can tell someone you're exempt. They will give you an option for who cannot wear a mask. And it seems like everybody have that exemption. You didn't have to prove nothing.
Bro, just the same strict rules Jamaica have. There's a lot of state here that had a whole different thing. Even Florida was giving out Dunkin' Donut. That better than KFC, better than a donut when you take the V.
Yeah,
every state and everybody handle it and deal it the way they know how or the best way. Because
that's true. Because in a New Jersey side, them did I give people I think $100.
Exactly. Yeah, so I think if you're hungry and hold on, Miss Lady, please. If you're hungry,
sorry.
Especially in Jamaica, if you're hungry or whatever the case is. One thing we know, because I used to always joke when people in Jamaica were reluctant to take it. Mr. Say, make them say if you can't go KFC without it, everybody take it. I know everybody go to KFC, them would take it. And in a time like that, if KFC decide to sponsor your event, why not give the people them food? You know how much people may have to give food and get to and garrison, donate to and whatever and get compute, all kind of something we really talk about. But a whole lot of people, so if you had a sponsorship on board like KFC who willing to do it at the time, you should have KFC and water and all the necessary people when you come get the vaccine to help, to encourage to get it, whether you believe in it or not. And if a man decides no one to take it, they shouldn't force a man to take it. But no, so there's consequences with it.
But the thing is, as me say, me just never like the RLs type of energy. Not that me I say nobody did have over your back and beat you still, you know, but you know, once you try to make it look like a sabotage.
It's almost.
When me even though me not go try to compare Florida with Jamaica because are two different places. Them just like how you said, them are bright people if you take it over here, which are right. You know, donut and all of these things. But if you're not
McDonald's,
if you're not take it, me not think nobody did a scrutinize you on that level there. The most someone we say, well, brother, you can't come in on my place without mask, you know. You see, but outside and you think that nobody no business with you or whatever. And just that's my problem. And as me say, we understand, bro, because this is not something when none of we ever face in the world. This is a new thing and so forth. And as a James Bond say, me think Jamaica bounce back fairly well. And I think it probably make the people even stronger too. Because no far we never know say we could have even build a way yard for so long. Because first day me have to close my business 2 o'clock in the day. Me feel like me am mad. You know, and the man say, oh, you have to lift up off a road front and whatever. Me sit down round and me yard back for the whole evening, brother. And I say, oh, what is sun hot? And then I bet the man want to say and sitting. So, you know, I think them bounce back fairly well still.
I remember saying something.
Yeah. Big up Rhythm Palace, big up Street Talk.
Big up.
Yeah, man.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yo.
Hey, man, bless up Rhythm Palace.
Yeah, in my view, the Jamaican people them how them handle it, because it was a very stressful kind of condition for the entire country, right? And considering that, I don't even think 30% of the population in Jamaica opted to take the joke, right? And given how the government was handling the situation initially, I did proud, because when the whole thing was raining down and things that go crazy around the world, I'm look back home and I say, yo, it look like say back home have it under control, and then the man open up travel back into the island.
Yeah. That's how the first done that too.
Yeah, when the whole world at peak, him open up back travel, and I'm like, yo, why did he do something like that? So for me right now, for anybody if you look and commend the government's handling of it as being the reason, that is taking credit away from the people them who actually felt the stress and had to find ways of dealing with the situation themselves.
So, brother, why you have to look at it?
Yeah, that's that. I mean,
Just make it land, man. Just make it land.
Yeah. A lot of people who were passing away were doing so once they go and seek medical attention and actually never receive the kind of medical attention they needed, right? A lot of people turned back to them home and decided that they might just figure this out on their own. So to turn around and give somebody a sticky in them book and say, good work, that's what we call revisionist history, because we now remember all the details them. You understand? And the people them turn around and deal with the matter themselves, because they were not getting the kind of support that they needed, whether medically or from the government.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was what you put that across so well.
I can't
because that was what I was
Hold on. Just make Marie say a thing and then your thing.
No, I was just saying, I think his Reading Palace, I think he put it across so well, because that was what I was trying to say. You know, when they're coping, for the home, how people cope at home during all that lockdown when people are not accustomed to being under one roof. So that's so true.
Yeah. But I think that was Miss Julia there from thing that we want to hear Miss Julia.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
Yeah,
Hi, evening, darling. Evening, and welcome.
Make Reading Palace, not Reading Palace. James Bond thing there, because James Bond said disagree with Reading Palace sentiment. So go to James Bond, let me hear what you say.
Well, the reason I disagree with him, the government, I think it's 33% of Jamaica GDP comes from tourism. So the economic boom that we're experiencing now, if the government never takes steps to open up the country, we would never get that. That is one. And two, if we close that down, if it was a one solution fix all, where would the country be today? So you have to weigh and measure things and play things along. And you can't say people turned back and didn't get medical care because of whatever. The government did the best that they can. So if you go to the hospital and 30 bed there and 40 people there and you turn back, how you help that? How you help that? So yes, the government can do everything, but it comes a point where it's just what it is. And the government can, it just comes a point when it's just what it is. Remember, people are reluctant to take the V. When time comes to travel, everybody take it. So we are to blame as well. When time comes to travel, when time comes to travel, we don't have no problem now. All of a sudden, bad for we no more. Everybody want it. No, you can't. Government is to be blamed, but you can't blame them for everything. I can't defend them none at all in the election, none at all. I wouldn't defend them because that's something they had full control over, and they sat down and they made a decision where you call election. But everything else was just a plug and play and test and go as you go along. The election,
because one key thing where we have to remember, and Miss Julia street talk and skeptic there. One key thing where we have to remember is that none of we never really faced this thing before. So as James wanna say, is a touch and go settings. But go through Miss Julia and you were street talk.
Actually, when it comes to the government and how they handle it, actually, you know what? The hotels and restaurants, they saw a growth of 23.4% in late 2022. 23, it's either 23.3% or 23.4%, but it's around, is one of those figures, right? And the economy in itself expand by 3.4% in the last quarter of 2022. But at the same time, yes, there are ramifications, right? With health, of course, the system was strained. So yes, there were some people who couldn't get certain resources, right? Because resources were diverted to manage the crisis in a lot of ways. That is true, right? Of course, there is a lot of economic activities that was disrupted. That's a big part. But one of the things that we really bounced back from, that a lot of North America, maybe it's because of the culture, maybe it's because of the schooling, is the education, right? No, the school, because of the schools were closed for extended periods, right? It affected the education of the children. Of course, you know that. It seemed as if the Jamaican children actually bounced back faster than the North American children. And it's 3 different articles I was reading on that, actually. It wasn't comparing them, but it was 3 different separate articles that talk about, you know, the education in Jamaica and how the children, even though they suffer, they bounce back, right? They catch on back faster. The ones in North America, they're still here suffering, even now the ones here in Canada, right? And of course, we are still seeing the ramifications of mental health problems and anxiety and stress, right? A lot of the things that we're seeing happening now, a matter of fact, I still wonder if a lot of these things that we see like blow up and, you know, people, if it have something to do with that, because mental health, sometimes it don't show immediately, right? It show down the line because people express stress, right? Different. And because of the fact that we don't have that culture where we run go psychologist every minute or run go shrink every minute, right? Because we don't have that culture, things can build up and then people explode and things happen. So some of the things that I've been seeing happening even this year and last year, I said to myself, I wonder if this is one of the ramifications from the stress of the pandemic, right? So there's that. But we went through it, we came through it, and you know what? We look about with Talawa, as we always say, Jamaican people tough, and we are survivors, and that's just the way it is. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, I could hear, give thanks to your perspective, Miss Julia. I could hear a street talker, you step on the whole thing, and then we get to skeptic.
Big up the whole panel, big up the whole chat.
Big up street talker.
Yeah, man. Big up RR. Condolence goes out to RR. You don't know.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Yeah, man. But to tell you the truth, you know, some kind of catch the conversation halfway. Some don't really know the origin or which part, you know, the argument I go still. So me can go and circle, make it somebody else go and talk.
Yeah, man. All right. So I could hear what skeptic I say. Then cause skeptic probably think that we're basically what we are reason from. We are reason from the whole mark goal in status still, but I say it reach, so we probably can circle relate around this about. But make we hear where skeptic I say first. Got you, skeptic.
Well, you know, I joined specifically based on the conversation you guys are having now, because you know I don't care about you guys' politics. Okay. So what?
Yeah, as long as we know you gonna use the buzzwords, them here.
Yeah.
No. There's no buzzword, but I don't care. Yeah, but the thing is, consider what happened back in 2020 as phase 1. Okay. I was severely affected during that, because if my wife listened to what I'm saying, but she's not a part of my group, right? So I get the information long before everything have occurred. If people can go back and look up event 201, all that discussion was being made long before the event actually unfolded. Okay, that is event 201. Whenever you guys have a chance, look up what was said within that meeting and everything else. Okay, this is just a precursor of what to come. This is just phase 1 of the implementation of the full transformation using.
No, I have to skip now, go on, man.
No, you see, you guys are not ready for the conversations. You guys are
make him talk, man. Make him talk, man.
Yeah.
You guys are not ready for the conversation, but eventually there will come a point when you guys are going to be forced to listen to every single thing that is being said. Everything is by design. Everything is by plan. That's the first phase in order to create the transhumanism system. That is CRISPR at work. That's why it's have an mRNA mechanism to it, right? Which is a nanotechnology
Skeptic.
mechanism.
Well, not to cut your wisdom, they do. But what do you think about Mark Golding dual citizenship thing, though?
No, like I tell you, I don't I don't care about
No, but
politics.
that's why your perspective on it, man. As all right, so you would up on the outside, right? So you know, you're not really business, so you are more likely to give an objective position. Let us, probably we can say that. So, what is your perspective on it?
Well, as for the dual citizenship, does that make him unqualified to be prime minister having a dual citizenship? Because we have to really look at it from that angle first. Does that prevent him from being a prime minister and having a dual citizenship?
No, not currently.
Good night, panel.
What on the Waxy? What on it? Got you a skeptic, not currently.
So why having a dual citizenship is a problem?
Because
there are a lot of
implications
to that.
There's a lot of things. You can't decide who you know him allegiance is to. How you know that?
Is it the fact that the whole removing from the Privy Council and stuff like and him actually holding a citizenship towards a British monarch? Is that where you guys going with it?
No, we're saying regardless of anything, for one to be the leader of a country, you should only have one citizenship, which is the leader, which is the country that you're trying to be the leader of, regardless of whatever.
Well, I agree with that from that aspect. So now we're talking. Okay. Well, looking at that, I can totally understand. For him to be a prime minister, he has to relinquish citizenship of England. It has to be it is empirical. You cannot hold two citizenship for two different countries being a prime minister on moral grounds.
It's not
you
only
understand me?
it's not only moral grounds though, skeptic, if I may. It's also national security, right? Because it will mitigate risk associated with access to sensitive information. That's the first thing. Second thing is public trust is important. We talked about this yesterday on Emotep's live, right? So it fostering public confidence is definitely important to basically eliminate any kind of doubt that that his allegiance might be elsewhere, right? And also and also it's, and a matter of fact, I was thinking about it after Emotep live before I went to bed. Legal clarity is a very important thing, right? Because single citizenship, it actually simplifies any kind of diplomatic responsibilities, right?
You're right, Miss Julia, and it is going to be. I'm sorry to cut you.
Yes.
It is going to be very difficult to distinguish to whom you're representing.
And not only that, but this is the main thing too, skeptic. Even though because I was kind of leaning the other way before I thought about it some more, because think about it this way: loyalty and allegiance, right? We have to lead by example, especially if you're a parliamentarian, right? So if you are going to say that, you know what, we need to do away with colonialism, we need to do away and not have one foot in, one foot out, right? And this was not an argument that I was standing on, right? Because I thought, well, what if he has Canadian citizenship or any other type of citizenship? But at the same time, lead by example. If you are saying that we are going to stand on our own and do it by ourselves and be Jamaica for Jamaica, then you need to also do that too in your personal life and have Jamaican citizenship, right? Why do you need, why should you have dual citizenship as well, right? Even though, that don't mean that he can't actually, maintain the office, like actually do the job of the office, but it's too much complication, right? Lead by example.
My
So,
question was
so
I was listening.
Edward
because but let me
Siaga,
finish. Well, hold on. Let me
Edward
finish. When I
Siaga
said
didn't have
No,
dual
no,
no, but
citizenship.
hold on.
and
Hold on.
remember, say
What
I
I'm
will
trying
leave
to
away
say.
there enough people.
Yeah, but
So
what I'm
just
trying to
make
say.
that point and
What
let
I'm
him
trying
get
to say
some.
about loyalty and allegiance, right? Right? We have to make sure that his loyalty is undivided and he's fully committed to Jamaica. Because this is the thing, right? You have to be there. And that's this whole argument about people being away in like Canada and being a part of parliament or being away in USA and being a part of it. No, you need to be on the ground. You need to live what the people live. You need to be able to be faced by the people. You cannot for that type of intimate leadership, you need to be there. So you understand what I mean? So I agree with that. Even though technically he could probably still do the job, for the type of job that it is, no, you need to be there fully.
all right. So
So
let me raise this
But
question.
has Edward
I
Siaga,
don't see where in the constitution that share that say you can be a dual citizenship and don't serve. Because Edward Siaga was that dual citizenship born in Boston, Massachusetts. And nobody didn't have problem with that. All along now it become a problem. Why?
Yeah,
The
well, it's
problem is,
changing
you
now.
know,
Well,
Waxy, the
it's
problem
What
is
changing.
now?
Wait, let me answer him. It's changing now, Waxy. So first of all, good evening, Waxy. Nice to hear from you. But it's changing now because they're going to have a different
Good
constitution.
evening,
We
Miss
can't
Julia.
look at the past right now. They're going to have a brand new constitution, and everything is going to be remade over. It's going to be just Jamaica for Jamaica, right?
the problem with that
So
too, Miss Julia, is
yeah,
that is a talking point because we said it earlier. I'm not gonna say it again.
yeah,
Edward Tiago renounced his U.S. citizenship in 1959. That is public knowledge. It is there for everyone to see for themselves. So that little talking point then don't make no sense. So
right.
sometimes we must stop, listen what a man say, and run with it.
Exactly. The thing depend.
no,
You can't.
Imhotep.
But hold on, man. Make we spread the mic, man. Cause George there and Subi there and thing there. So make we hear where thing there. When I say a couple thing already, man. So make we hear where George I say and then we hear where Subi I say.
Gentlemen, ladies, good evening.
Good evening, George.
Why, it's a pleasure to come shoot down on the plane when I fly, you know. Hear this now. Hear this argument I'm going to shoot down on the plane with now. Simple and easy. And every Jamaican should know this. This is what? Civics 101. Right? You know, congratulate me later. The Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, he took a plane, he fly to England, he knelt before the king. The king pat him with his sword on his two shoulder, and he swear allegiance to the king by his own doing. He took a plane by his own doing, fly to England, kneel before the king, take the oath of allegiance to the crown. Mark Golden, through no action of his, was given birthright citizenship through his father. You see the difference?
Yeah.
So,
Who's going to respond to that? Because
people, I remember say the flight them have to take off and a Miami flight from Jamaica we are deal with, we not deal with not England flight. I worry about we there. So my question is, because I ask if Andrew is a UK citizens. That's the only question me have, George.
No, he's not a UK citizen, but he, by his own action, have pledged allegiance to the king. Margolin, not by his action, have not pledged any allegiance.
All right, let me just say this. Let me say this.
Make him land, because when you start speaking, you must say never land. Make him land.
Yeah.
Remember, we have had Prime Minister who forgone the Privy Council appointment because what them say them want move from the crown. So PJ, in one of his stand, did not took the appointment. Gentlemen, I will end there.
So PJ being King's Council, what is that now?
That is swearing allegiance to the king by your own action.
Right. So I said the PJ and the King's Council to then. So but anyways, what's this now? All parliamentarians, brother, them pledge them allegiance to what? What's the purpose of the scepter in a parliament?
Thank you, Imhotep.
Right? When they actually open the parliament, I would have front, the governor general.
Right.
Thank
Right.
you,
So
Imhotep.
instead you are talking about you kneel down. You don't need to do Africa, you kneel down for you.
George. Remember say that fly.
Yeah, man. We have to crash that. We have to crash that, man. That have a crash.
Answer. No, me answer. Him say, what is the purpose of the scepter? Me answer. The purpose of the scepter is to show that every subject who is in the parliament have sworn allegiance to the king. So calling for my
Thank you.
George, stop exploding one plane.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's from parliament. In the Africa in front of the crown, go do that. It's gone from parliament, and that's the point.
Right. Let me ask a question.
Helicopter flight.
Judge,
the Civics 101.
I know.
I'm going to school you guys.
You see him forward, him saying ready for shoot me down.
I'm seeking education. All right, so I have a question. I have no statement to make. I just question me I ask because I'm trying to learn something, right? So help me to understand this. The Governor General report to the King of England.
Yes.
I'm asking.
Yes.
Right, yes, right.
That is correct.
All right. So when we're talking about the Prime Minister and we're talking about dual citizenship, do we need to make a clarification that in the case of the UK that might be different because we are British Commonwealth?
No, yes, because we're moving away from that. Remember we're becoming a republic.
That's the future state. That's the future state. The current state.
That's where the argument is predicated on the Reading Palace. Yeah, it's predicated on a divorce from the crown.
Right, exactly. Which is what we are moving towards right now.
Remember, that is not anywhere in the reform that have been presented to the parliament, That is not there any at all, So that is what a hypothetical. Thank you very much.
What is hypothetical?
George, George,
they're going to take over the relationship to the crown. It's hypothetical because they have not yet done it.
No,
it is not in this reform.
No, the context of the conversation is in the context of us divorcing from the crown and becoming a republic. That's all we say, George.
But we still not fully independent.
Well, I wax it. We just circle it around to Subi because George in the end, George them the gloves tonight, So
George.
we circle it around to Subi and hear Subi perspective, and then we can rally it round back round this again.
Yeah.
So I want to. So go choose Subi, yeah, man.
Yo, fam. You see,
big up
on yourself. You see, problem with everybody we are trying. Go around the argument here, running up. Be a roadblock. And George is just another example. Everybody, me see a Rattigan them a try argue and put themselves in a run themselves in a wall. This thing where we are try go all over the place and compare Edward Siaga situations and all them things there. It's ridiculous, Virgin. I'm talking about a man got knighted by the monarchy or the king or whatever. It's rubbish, Virgin.
It's rubbish.
Presently, the Governor General of the other state of Jamaica, Virgin. The Governor General is appointed by the British.
Yes,
yes. And them control it. So basically, at them, when you go in a courthouse, Virgin, morning time, and the Queen, or the King, them swear to Virgin.
Right.
You see? So that is what we have presently. What the argument? Stop move the goalpost on the argument, Virgin. The argument is supposed to be one place, and everybody is Mark Golden is trying to wiggle him way out of the thing, and I use peer deflection. And now him gone to Andrew Wolness status declaration and something. It's clear cut. Mark Golden blocked the process of us becoming a republic because he claimed he wants full 100% decolonization, Virgin. That is the argument. Be. Stop go round one over the place and one over the place and I try throw this and I throw that and I throw one bag or something. Mark Golden blocked the process, Virgin. See? Because he said we cannot have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That is the argument. Only to find out that he has 2 feet in. That you're going to find out say him fully connected to the British them.
Yeah.
That's the issue, Virgin.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way around that. Stop say was stopping from serve constitution, da. Presently, we have a British state will rule over it. Presently. In trying to get away from that, that was a process that Mark Gordon stalled or stopped. That is the argument. And that's one reason centered upon.
Mm-hmm.
So Mark Gordon.
Toby. Let me see, but I see some papers today was issuing, but there's no impeachment. Now no protect for the Jamaican people in it.
What I mean?
There's no impeachment clause in it for the Jamaican people. That makes the point what is doing.
Brother, stop telling me about what is it and what not in it. Stop telling me about what is in it and what in it. The 2 major points that Mark Gordon brought forward. He said, all or nothing. We can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. All of them things. It now have rice and peas in it. No chicken back in it.
But they want to do it by face.
No rice and peas and no chicken back and nothing in it. The fact still remains him stop the process. And his main reasons are him want we should do to us to be totally decolonized. Secondly, he wants to have the Commonwealth things where people from the Commonwealth can actually serve in a parliament. That is a key, Virgin.
But he remains on the case that the girl from Canada that came over here and get the Caribbean Court of Justice.
Rice and Caribbean Court of Justice, we still have the research on it because somebody came on multiple last night and made a key point that there is no
I got some information on it today, Toby. I got some information.
And I would love you to raise the points, brother, because I beg you send to me, I search, me not have something else to listen to me. So good thing if they find it. And I wanted to share it with them. See? So go ahead, General, if Rick's done me, since me then I'm gonna have the information. But I would love to get back to you when I finish share where I share still.
Rick, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us here. Give me update on it.
So the Caribbean Court of Justice, for a country to exit it, all they need to do is give a notice and you serve out a waiting period, which could be a year, 2 years, and then when the waiting period is over, you're basically out of it. The headquarters in Trinidad, and Trinidad has the most judges sitting on the Caribbean Court of Justice. So that's why most people, in a nutshell, that's why most people don't, because Trinidad doesn't abide by it. And the headquarters is there, and they have the most judge on it. And when you're ready to exit, all you have to do is just say, yo, may I come out of this, and you give a notice, and you serve a notice time, or you're gone.
So that means you have to continue to serve?
No, you just give your notice, and you wait out the notice time. So if it's a 1 year, 2, whatever the notice time is, you stay there for the notice time, and after the notice time done, you just say bye.
So what that mean? What that mean? Wait out your notice time. I mean, say
that means say. Let me tell you what it mean. Let me tell you what it mean in a patois. If me pay one lawyer $5 million to represent me, and it's the process start, me a fair worry say this thing I go fall apart, and me not get back my money.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question.
That him say in a patois.
So basically, so if one country move out, everything crumble?
We not say that, but we say it can.
Oh, let's ask a question still.
The possibilities are there.
So
because
in other words,
people can just pull out.
Holding it together, and any country can decide say, yo.
It's not like we have. It's not like you have to have some form of policies where you say a referendum or something where people will want to come out by a vote or whatever. Something.
All right. So Andrew, the next country can kick off, and the next country say, no, so I'm done with doing the Caribbean Court of Justice out of spite, basically. Something right. Go on Jamaica and something from the next country and the next country. They know say me have all the CCJ, I just come out tight too. And then just give them notice, serve them notice time and come out.
My concern is the country
So
that's
there's
supposed
no,
to.
hold on, let me ask something. There's no a judge from each constituency in it, like one from Jamaica, one from Barbados, one from the other Caribbean countries.
Trinidad have the most judge
And the man just tell him in general.
Trinidad is
The
not even a part
Trinidad
of
have the most people sitting in the justice.
That's my concern with it, is that Trinidad does not abide by it, but they have the most judges sitting on it. That doesn't
And here we
headquarters
go
in
again.
Trinidad.
Here we go again. And guess what? These are the things where we have to understand, Bridget. So this is not back in the days when people are privy to information. People are privy to information now. I may understand so the lay person may not want to do the research and may not want to do the studies on these matters. So them go with the world of foolishness for the on the internet and the world of nonsense for people and proliferate. Saying like, and Edward Siaga was from America. Look it up. Siaga renounced his citizenship. You understand me I say? And that has nothing to do with what is happening. None of what we have tried what we have to talk about what Mark Golding is standing by. He said if he wants to have the CCJ and not the Privy Council. Andrew Wilson said, I could do it phase by phase. So him decide say all or nothing. Him say all or nothing. Him say we can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and he beat up him chest, and he was actually leading the argument, and he was actually getting the traction when everybody else say, yeah man, we don't want 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And then when little birdie just comes out, you know, say my British, and everything crumbles. That is what we are at, Virgin. To the point now where the Prime Minister is saying, yo, him not believe, and this man say, in my view, basically the man say, Mark only take it one and run it and say, yo, that ain't the Constitution. The man say, in my view, Zane, I don't think it's fit for somebody to be the head of state or somebody to be the leader of a country and have ties to other countries or another country.
I agree with that.
Say.
But I
just if we can't see that, brethren, it's sad. And I want to just say one last thing before I take on myself. Right? I think so we came to a point, and Imhotep and I agree on this. We don't know if everybody else agree on this. We support full decolonization. From the British state. So all of us should be at least leaning towards that. Because these people have worked us, these people have treated us, exploited the land, all of these things they have done for years, brethren. So for somebody to just throw up your hand and say, all or nothing, can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and then we the people now find out, say, what are they? But that's not really our interest about that, because you want to still be a part of that something we tell we say we must come out of. You just let the pastor and the church repent, be baptized, get saved, don't sex, and then the pastor sex after all the church. And that's going on, Bridget.
Yeah,
man, for real.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Stop give Mark Golding a way out and stop listening to nonsense on the internet. Because when we come here, so we gather, Bridget, if me wrong, me I go take a L.
Yeah.
So George, take the L tonight. You start with an early L.
An early L. So early.
George inflate the vest on the plane.
I know. And then say shoot me down. Wait, not George Vance. Shoot me down
vest in the plane.
And say shoot me down. In forward for shoot me down.
The man said have a pass alarm. The man said have a pass alarm and pull out the emergency door. A wicked man.
George is always
George, a wicked man. And the man come and dig a man in the man say, hold on, nobody no talk. Nobody no talk.
We're gonna shoot it down. I love to
all right, Ricstormtv, case in point. Rickitan come back with the same talking point. Yes, you know this. You know this how the man and get it from one area or one set of people.
Guys, you have to think things.
The information is.
You know what it is, though.
But Rickstorm,
just let Miss Julia say what she has said.
The thing is this, right? Yeah, no problem. The thing is this. Listen, you guys, you have to be willing to weigh. I understand it is very, 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 very tempting, and it's sometimes a little bit satisfactory when you think something and you say, okay, this is what I'm going to choose. Just weigh things, because first of all, it gives you more mental agility, right? To keep two opposing thoughts in your head at one time, right? And you can actually challenge yourself to say, you know what, I feel this is right, but does it make sense? Look at the other side. Be willing to weigh things. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Quickly, Rickitan. One second, skeptic. Rickitan. Me know say always try to pose every argument where we making up general. And you always end up on the wrong side, B. We just said it a while ago, bro. Edward Seaga came here as a child and he renounced his citizenship. You see what I say? The Constitution did not prohibit him from becoming Prime Minister of Jamaica. Is that so? Stop saying that, bro. Stop move the goalpost, bro. That's right, not where the argument is. We don't stop. We don't just use some policies when they match up with where we are. We don't just stop move the goalpost. But I see so many people do it. I say the next thing too. So, Mark Golden, you can't ask for full decolonization when you are a British citizen and want to hold your British citizenship.
Right.
See, people
by
just say,
example.
so tell me then why Andrew want us to declare in the man them certified in declaration. I'm like, Bridging. How that an argument that makes sense?
It don't even make sense.
Tell me something. Any of you on this panel know what the oath of allegiance to be a privy councillor is?
The same one. Even if we do not know, the same one PJ took or the same one Andrew took.
No, but remember in PJ one term, he gave up that,
Sir,
never go for renewal because he was.
Sir, the same one PJ took or the same one Andrew took. And if Mark Gordon become Prime Minister next year or the year after, he might go take the same one too if we not sabotage with the British state. Stop your foolishness, Judge. Judge, the plane go down. No matter make you with dead, brother.
Listen now, Subi, just take a minute and calm down and listen. Okay. To be a privy councillor, okay, just listen. To be a privy councillor, you as a prime minister, you choose it. It is a choice. You can say, no, Mr. King, I don't want to be your privy councillor on this trip. It is a choice. You don't know that? And let me just land here. You see, the oath of allegiance to be a privy councillor, your allegiance is to defend the crown and England. So if there's a war with Jamaica and England, who will Andrew Holness fight for? See
Stop. No, because you mash up the plane. You mash up the plane, Judge. Judge, stop. Judge, because people are listening to you, Judge. Judge, people are listening to you. Stop, Judge. Stop. Judge, stop. If you're going to mention military, brother, if you're going to mention military, Judge, if you're going to
that he have a pledge is allegiance
to defend the crown at all costs. Listen to everybody.
Who he defend if there is a war? Seeing that he pledge his allegiance to defend the crown.
Judge, you sound like a preacher. You need to go to church to preach.
You sound like a madman can spear foolishness in talking.
Judge, how for military, the Jamaica Defense Force, how for military? Who for militia?
The King's
Whose militia is it?
The King's.
Come on, Judge, man, you know better than that, man. You're still trying to force the argument, Bridging.
Judge, hold on, you're playing land and crash and burn.
A citizenship.
Rick, mute him, no man, can play in a land long time, man.
Have a prime minister.
Judge, the military are the Queen's military, Bridging.
No, Bridging, are the King's. Simpler than that. Judge, who do you think the land of Jamaica belongs to? Who do you think the land of Jamaica
belongs to the King? Why should Mark Golding denounce his citizenship to the King?
But you know, listen, Judge, we are in the process of getting. No, but listen up, Judge, listen up. Judge, listen up, Judge, listen up, bro. We not dispute that, Judge. What we're saying is the process was in motion for us to sever ties.
Right.
And Mark Golding blocked it. That we have said, Judge. All the nights we have make up and we have said, say, yo, mine when you land the plane, you're going to kill.
And Subi, I will say this.
Yeah, VG.
You're not going to take that. May I descend, you know. I will say this, okay? Based on what was presented as a constitution reform, we should take all the person who signed that foolishness, put them in a room, and pepper them backside. Because we had
which
three choices.
Which reform?
Hey, listen, one that is currently with us now.
What is in it? What is in it? What is in it? What is in it?
You know what I mean, man. Make me just land my plane. Nobody
no, we are asked you. We are
finish. Ask all the questions when we done.
That like is a man when never care if runway did then just a lot.
We had three choices. We had three choices to make, right?
Yeah, you're the best, Judge. You're the best, brother.
Should we travel on the JLP Prosperity Road? Should we travel on the PNP Prosperity Road? Or should we go down the road for prosperity for all Jamaican? And you people, some of you seems like you're going to choose the PNP Prosperity Road or the JLP Prosperity Road. We're not going to do no good to none of us. We need
Judge, we don't care when we want to travel.
That is going to benefit
Mark, if you travel for Jamaican passport, that we are dealing with. That Mark, if you travel for Jamaican, we don't care.
Right.
Mark, if you travel for Jamaican passport.
Yo, Judge, you see when you pick up Mark on the plane, make certain say now come out with the British book. I know that way I say, brother. I don't know. I'm not it's not a rocket science,
George,
bro.
but I'm trying to understand here. Hold on a second. Let me ask him. So, George, what is your contention with these things? Is your contention, because it seems like as if you're grabbing at different things, right? Is your contention that where you say Andrew Holness took vow in front of the king, which all the prime ministers do, or is your contention that what is your contention? I don't understand. What's your problem with it? Where are you coming from?
The man work for night.
No, but James,
remember Andrew work for the king and
a little bit slow.
Yeah, no, you don't need to go slow. You need to be clear.
No,
you're very slow.
Judge, not start over, man. Just answer.
No,
Judge.
When you become a prime minister of Jamaica,
right,
to become a king's council or a queen council is the choice of the prime minister.
So
the prime minister can say, "Look,
okay, yes,
I don't want that. I don't want that accolade."
Yes. Okay. And
Bro God run and went and took that accolades.
Let me ask you this.
Okay,
hold on. Wait.
Okay,
Stop there.
Therefore,
Judge.
Therefore, he made a deliberate attempt.
Judge, already.
Judge, hold on. Judge,
you said that already.
Judge, you don't need to make a short story long. Listen, okay. So, now when he did that, right? Were we on the road to becoming a sovereign nation? Was that in the cards? Were we in the process of becoming a sovereign nation when that happened?
Yeah, we were in the process 30 years ago, and PJ
Jesus Christ
did not take up that offer one at a time. So so we're 30 years.
But right now we're actually doing it. And when you become a sovereign nation, right? When you become a sovereign nation, not only do you have economic control over your own country, right? International relations that we were talking about yesterday, political independence, cultural identity is another one, legal jurisdiction. A matter of fact, they have to try to even beef up and train them own military right now. Make sure say we protect our borders ourselves because we are on our own. So it's a different kettle of fish.
Miss Julia, let me say this quick. Hold on, Judge. Let me say this quick and fast.
Yeah,
the prime minister work for the king, not true.
Right.
But all of me been say that the man go check him boss and him boss say whatever.
Right. And no, we're not going to. No,
exactly.
we're not going to. So I don't
stop check.
So where is the disconnect, Judge?
We want to stop after run. We want to stop when we are do all them independence. We are sitting there, we are bow down to the queen and we sitting there.
Yeah.
Mark Goldie want me the little man in the back of the office when everything going go back go tell them.
Yeah. What you said?
Miss Julie. What is in the current reform that is presented that is going to remove all that you are saying in this present thing? What is there to remove what you are saying?
Well, listen, first of all, I don't even know why you're talking about that.
I don't want to speculate.
Because that reform is null and void because the PNP never signed off on it. They never sign off. It's
They
gonna
never
reach.
sign off on that the nonsense, you see.
No,
If
they
they
didn't
never
sign
sign
off.
off,
What is in it?
So it's
What is in
why
it?
I don't even know why
But Judge,
considering
what tell us one thing that is in there that you are not comfortable with.
All right. What are in it? I'm going to try and make it as simple. What is in it that I'm not comfortable with is that the Prime Minister can take up his gardener and say, I want you to be the president. That is what I'm not comfortable with. He can't take up him pastor. He can't take up a nurse. He can't take up an Indian chief.
But the opposition have to agree to. No, the opposition have to agree
that is
to.
what is there now. And them say them no want that. You don't understand that.
No, Judge,
what a draft is.
That's not true.
Judge.
Then another full draft that you want to give me.
Judge, you see the problem. You see a problem. It's meant to the problem we have, Judge. Judge, let me tell you the problem we have, bro. You come like you beat a pit of them when them not do nothing wrong. Right? And because you have the authority there. What you're doing wrong and what a lot of people are doing wrong, you're going on these platforms where the people must spew garbage. And you're here basically bringing it over here to contaminate the platform. Because people listening to your Judge and they will hear this and they will go somewhere else and say the same thing. It's rubbish you're saying, bro.
Subi, I am a scholar, I do my own research. Nobody knows.
No, but you have no, but in this regard, you're wrong.
Right? Hold on. Last night, Judge, tell us no.
I'm a graduate from Berkeley College.
Hold on, Judge.
No matter, you could have graduated. You could have graduated. You could have graduated from the number one. Hold on. No. We're not. No, Judge. We're not. Judge. We're not good at that. Judge. We're not good at that. Judge. We're not good at that. We're not good at that because you were going to. We're not gonna measure. We're not gonna measure. Hold on, Judge. Hold on, Judge. Judge, what are you talking about? Judge. Judge, hold on.
And you are asked.
Rick, mute the man, Mike. The man say, pay for the man attack.
Hold on, man. The man nice up the thing, so man. We not hear thing there. We not Judge.
Yeah, Judge. Yeah, Judge. What we are saying is, what we are saying, Judge. Judge, so me can ask a question because other people say to you not here. You said the man can choose in gardener, right?
Yes, based on the current format.
That's wrong.
Can he appoint that person?
That is wrong, Judge.
Can he appoint that person
because
without
with the appointment of the president? Let me just say, okay. And listen, I mean no disrespect to you a while ago, right? I never was calling you slow. I was just saying you talk slow. But listen, the appointment of the president, right? When it come on to what was in the constitution reform, right? Them have to have the leader of the opposition consultation on it. So the both parties have to agree, okay? And if the consensus is reached,
1 minute, Miss Julie.
Make you finish it, Judge. Make you finish now.
No, me just stopping. Miss Julie. Come on, no, me just want she not go to first.
Judge, make it lady finish, brother.
In the old constitution, Rick. The same thing was in the.
Yeah, remember say other people.
The same thing. You must tell them that me not.
But wait, listen, wait a second.
Okay, not change.
Judge.
Understand that. Not change in this new one.
Judge, you don't sound too bright shouting, no. You just say we are intelligent guy. You don't sound too intelligent.
Right. You're not
you just told us you're intelligent guy. You really
Judge, you're not listening.
Judge, pressure, it look like the panel are gang Judge, but Judge.
Nobody not gang. We try to talk and him
just let me say this. Judge, just please make a man make them point. Do not cut them off and me no want nobody cut off because it also like a gang up thing and see. Mr. Proper dude in a thing them. A ball out in your ball, like it's a reason I go on. Anyways, just make your point finish me, and if Judge or whoever will respond. Yeah, so go to Miss Julia.
Judge, and it's the nature of the type of president. It's a ceremonial president. That's why he's appointed that way. If you're supposed to vote for that type of president, if you're supposed to vote for a president like an executive president, it would have the powers like Biden, like be able to control the military, do all of those things, right? This is just a ceremonial president, okay? And them have to have consensus, right? Them have to have consensus, right? And also them have to have confirmation by I think 2/3 majority vote. So in both in both of the houses of parliament. So I don't understand why you're acting like as if okay, so you want to change.
No, Judge is active. Judge is active, Miss Julie.
Hold on a second, Mr. Villa. You want to change, Judge, just for a change sake? Like, what did you want? What did
No,
you
but
expect
when
to
I
see?
act like Miss Julie, no, what is acting like? What I Miss Julie? Miss Julie, let me just add
Yeah.
before George take it. What I know?
Yeah, yeah. Go
You
ahead.
need
Go
to
ahead,
talk,
George.
and
Go
John
ahead.
talk all
George,
night.
what I know? What I know, George? What I know,
Go ahead.
George?
Go ahead.
Subi, you hold on.
George,
Hold on,
yeah,
man.
Mike Shark, yeah,
alone
Mike
to answer
Shark.
the question, man.
You're
And I'm
Mike
gonna
Shark,
come in.
Mike, yeah, Mike
Just
Shark, me
allow
just
me
add
to
some.
answer the question. The lady direct a question to me. Allow me to
No, I'm
answer.
just adding
No,
something to the question so you can
when
answer
you
one
done, you
time.
add.
I'm adding
When you
something to
done,
the
you add a
question.
minus and subtract.
No, well, I know me just say to yourself, me just say to yourself.
I'm saying to
I'm
you,
asking you if I
nothing
just the.
in
Well, I know, brother.
nothing
Well, I
in
know,
the
bro.
current,
Yeah, just
nothing
wait.
in the current proposal.
You know
Nothing
how
in the
long the
current
question I asked
proposal.
already?
Yeah, because we talk
Nothing
about
in
each other
Julie.
and him try bully the
Guys,
I am
reason. You don't
guys,
addressing.
bully the reason.
I am
calm,
addressing
guys,
Miss
calm.
Julie.
Calm, no, brother. But brother,
George, calm down.
brother, what you're doing now? Me could ask you. I'm
Just
just
relax when
adding.
the lady asks me a
No, me just
question. Let me
ask you something,
answer it.
brother.
You know why you ask me the question now? Just make me direct answer this question now.
But we are gonna come back on the same thing. I'm just add
No,
a
just make me
simple thing to
answer
it.
this question. Just make me answer this question.
I'll pass. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. Miss Julie.
Yeah.
Nothing in what have been proposed deviate from what was there before, and that is what we're saying.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, right? Right? That what was leaked was not signed off on, right? If it was proposed to them, right? And they were ready to sign off on it, who knows if they would have suggested other things and said, no, we don't agree with this, we don't agree with that, we wanted to change this, we wanted to change that. We don't know because the process was not fulfilled. This is what I'm saying. No,
Miss
but
Julie, Miss Julie,
yes,
remember, you know, they said that they came to an agreement, and these two persons or three persons in all did not sign off on it. So therefore, at that point in time, they were not comfortable with what was presented.
So isn't that so that is good?
Miss Julie, all right, when you can't go back and forth,
yeah, continue. No,
first of all, we cannot take nothing that George said in stone, because George said he did not see the draft. He's going solely on what Mark Golding says.
But you never read it yourself.
Hold on, Miss Julie, please, Miss Julie, hold on. And George said he think Mark Golding is intelligent enough that anything that Mark said he believes.
Exactly.
So right now, we
George,
cannot take nothing that George is saying, and I'll done right there, sir. So George, don't inflate your version of the plane and cool off.
Yeah.
but hold on, but George, the member say we talked about this last night.
Yeah. Oh boy, George. Well, George,
Yo, give him some water. Give him some water.
Let it feel a little bit better. At least when it comes to the removal. When it comes to the removal. Hold on there. When it comes to the removal, George, right? You can still remove them, right? If them don't perform them duties, right? Or if them endanger any kind of national security, or them have any kind of misconduct or anything like that. It's not like as if they're lodged in there like a nail without a head.
Like it's set in stone.
They can actually be removed. So you Judge, read it yourself. I think you owe yourself that much for you to be coming out so strong. You owe yourself that much to actually read it yourself. Read it yourself, George. It's on the internet. You can find it.
The man said Mark Golding read it and make his points, and he agree with everything Mark Golding said. Mark is intelligent enough so he believe everything on Mark said. That was George's word last night.
Yes, George said that?
His exact words. His exact words.
And that's why I said he was appealing to authority.
Oh.
Because him willing to defend something where him does hear some little talking points from it.
No, first him did I try trick him to tell him seat, and then when him say where you see it, him say Mark said, and then he deviate to say anything when Mark say I saw it go.
Well, it's there on the internet,
you know,
so you can find it.
George fully aligned, man. George in a sheep, not a sheep mode still, but you know, fully partisan mode, is it?
Yeah. George, it have to make sense to you, dear. You know, so I mean, don't want change just for change's sake. The change have to make sense, right? And you have to look at the implications of those changes. So I think you owe it to yourself to actually read it yourself. And I'm not coming down on you or being rude or anything. So anyhow,
well,
yeah.
So Ricky Tan check in, because Ricky Tan said George is right, You see it. So we now
Okay.
want Ricky Tan to explain thing there. So go to me, General.
George Pang. Rescue is here, boy. Rescue is here. Rescue is here.
Shoot come.
Yeah, man. Rescue is here, brother. Rescue is here, brother. Yeah. Cause right now, it's a Vegas and him take them now fly the plane, right?
Yeah.
So you are going now. Cause realize say wrong course them up take like Malaysian airline, So yeah, we're going now. Yeah, we're going now because it's a losing battle. Mr. Vegas and everybody are fight for Mark Golding right now, Losing battle.
Why is that?
One, first of all, Mark Golding no commit no crime. Everything Mark Golding do is legal. Let me make that clear at first. And no man can say me wrong. It's legal. What Andrew? Everything Mark Golding do is legal. It is legal to it is legal for him to be.
Make him talk.
It is legal for him to be a British citizen, and it is legal for him to be a British citizen and become the Prime Minister of Jamaica. That is legal, right? All right. Okay. Nobody can say nothing that's wrong. That's all. But with Andrew Wellness now, and they're trying to play this little trick game on Mark Golding because they know what they were actually doing. What they were doing is trying to say, okay, since the PNP stands on dual citizenship of non-Commonwealth countries cannot operate in the parliament, that is the PNP stance, right? So that's why people like Vaz and all these people have to drop their citizenship and all these things, in which the PNP was actually right, because the Constitution does not support you being an American citizen, because American citizenship don't make you a part of the Commonwealth. So you have to drop your citizenship. So now they come up with this new reform because of saying, okay, we're going to leave the Commonwealth, we're going to be republic. So now we want to push through this bill quick and fast. Andrew, knowing quite well that Mark Golding have a British citizenship, and once they get this piece of legislation through, Mark Golding would not be eligible unless he renounces the British citizenship to become the leader of Jamaica. So they were trying to rush it, trying to play this little puppy tail game, going around the Jamaican people, not telling them the facts and what is going to happen. So now they're making this thing become a big deal, in which way it is not a big deal if Andrew do the right thing by saying, okay, since we're going to go republic, let's change the constitution, because they both agree on it, They both agree on it, but everyone come now turning them back on what they agree on. Okay, let's change the constitution and make it be where you can have dual citizenship and not be a Commonwealth citizen and play a part in the parliament. Because Andrew know Mark Golding not going to do that. What he do is try to play piggyback on this thing, knowing that Mark Golding at this time and at this minute running as Jamaican Prime Minister, not doing anything wrong, because they all supported their famous leader, Eddie, while he was the Prime Minister and while he was their leader, running in Jamaica, a man who is a starch-born American, born in Boston. There's no way that man is supposed to be the leader of Jamaica. Renouncing citizenship, yes or no, your birth paper say you were born in the United States of America, not in Jamaica. So renouncing citizenship, you're still not supposed to become a Jamaican Prime Minister, no matter what. So if you gonna come now and the JLP gonna come now and try to pressure a man who is a starch-born Jamaican, born in a Jamaica, live in a Jamaica, do all his business in a Jamaica, and come and say, okay, this man is doing something and he's wrong and he should do this and he should he should void his citizenship because he's on the fence. Those are garbage arguments because he's not doing anything illegal. Those are people joining man catching at straws. Joining man catching at straws. That's what the JLP is right now. Because the man don't commit no crime. He don't do nothing wrong. The man is a born Jamaica. The man birth paper say born a Jamaica. And if at that JLP are used to try win an election, I can tell them, look for your next landslide in the next election.
Me think you're going to save George. You just join him.
Join him with what? Join him with what? Me can't join.
Who I respond? I respond, James one.
There's nothing to respond to.
Yeah, so
I join this man George.
no, make another person go on and after us I'll go. Because I want to explain to him the difference between illegal and unconstitutional. And yes, it is in the Constitution actually. In the Jamaican Constitution, you can look it up yourself. It says that any person who is, a matter of fact, I went and I got it because I have the notes of it right here. Any person who is disqualified from being, hold on, I can't see. We're right back. Any person disqualified from being appointed as an MP, if they are by their own act under any acknowledgement of allegiance, obedience, or adherence to a foreign power or state. Let me read that over. Section 40 of the Jamaican Constitution states that a person is disqualified from being appointed as an MP if they are, by their own act, under any acknowledgement of allegiance, obedience, or adherence to a foreign power or state. The provision aims to ensure that MPs have undivided loyalty to Jamaica. It's in the Constitution, and so therefore him having another citizenship while being more than an MP is unconstitutional. And that is the problem.
No, Miss Julia. Don't stop reading. Don't stop reading. Don't stop there. Don't stop there, Miss Julie. Don't stop there. Don't stop there.
No, Miss Julie.
I'm waiting a long time.
You to do that. Continue.
I'm waiting a long time. Wait.
Continue the reading. No, make she continue the reading. No, make she continue the reading.
Miss Julie, we won't let you do that.
Question.
We won't let you stop there, Miss Julie, because you're going to kill yourself now. Continue the reading.
Kill myself about what?
It don't finish there.
No, because you are talking. Listen,
please don't stop there, Miss Julie. Please, Miss Julie, finish it.
No,
the runaway is clear, Miss Julie. Please do your landing.
No, I'm done. That was my notes. That was my notes from the Constitution, and I suggest.
All right, so you need me to continue.
The old Constitution.
Unless that person.
What are the reading police? Come on, all the ones they want. So Rickitan, you say Miss Julia miss out something. So just tell me where she miss out.
What did I miss?
She's missing out the part that you can be a Commonwealth. You can be a part of the Commonwealth. And all you have to do is just serve. All you have to do is just serve 1 year in Jamaica.
Yes.
And you're missing out that part.
No,
so Mark Gordon is not doing anything wrong. He can't be the Prime Minister. You didn't read that part. You're misleading the public, Miss Julie.
Hold on. Let me respond, please, respectfully. Okay?
No.
Listen up.
Hold on. You don't have to answer that because
guys,
you're still not already. To me, that's irrelevant right now because what you read just a while ago, and highlighted the entire thing for me. As it pertains to Mark Olin, because
but hold on a second. But Rhythm Palace, what I'm trying to explain to them is things don't happen in a vacuum, gentlemen.
Right.
If we were under normal circumstances, right, then him holding and if we were continuing to be under the king without wanting to go independent and be a sovereign state, then there would be no qualms about it because everything would belong to the king. They themselves would work for the king. But because we're in the process of becoming a sovereign nation, right? Then guess what? The England and the king fall into the category of any other country. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. But you guys keep shouting at me and think that raising your voice is going to improve your point. And it's not. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that right now, hold on a second. Right now, we're not in a usual space. We're moving away we're becoming a sovereign nation. We will depend with one, basically, right? So UK won't have so UK won't have certain privileges from us, and we won't have certain privileges from UK either. That is what the vote. That is what it means to cut off. So no, but I really
you cannot cherry pick the points in the Constitution that you wish to
no, but
read.
Hold on. No, think of
because
hold
that
on.
Same document that you're reading from
I'm not
gives special consideration to Commonwealth citizens.
I'm not going to
and
fight
to ignore that
finish talking.
To ignore that is not providing all the relevant information.
Listen.
Yo, let me get the
First of all, I was not ignoring anything. The reason why it was so hard for me to read. Why are you making so much noise now? The reason why it was so hard for me to read was because it was my own personal notes that I made, that I wrote off of the Constitution. I was not reading directly from the Constitution. I was reading from my book, right? So that is why it was so hard for me to read, because I write bad. So this is what I'm trying to say to you, right? It's not a matter of cherry picking. It's a matter of context. Context is important. You cannot just say, oh, this is what it is, so this is what we're running with. No, you have to look at the environment which we are in, which is we're moving away from the crown. So the crown become like everybody else. Do you understand that at all?
Yes, I do.
You cannot be shooting from the Constitution. You're not allowed to do that.
Well, I know, man, reading police attack, man. A long time we hear my try say so.
Yeah, what you reading police?
Yo, Judge is very, very aggressive and assertive.
He's
anyway,
very aggressive.
Yeah, listen.
Aggressive is wrong.
So Miss Julia, look, I'm not even really trying to make a statement. You notice I'm asking questions because I'm really interested in learning something, right? I have an open mind on this entire topic, right? Yeah. No, I agree that if Mark Golden, under the state that we're moving into, right, where Jamaica becomes 100% sovereign and no longer a part of the Commonwealth. Right. Under those circumstances, Mark Golden, of course, would have to renounce. Under those circumstances, Mark Golden would have to renounce his British citizenship. Right. But under the current state, right, as a participant in the matter, in this transition, there is currently no, I should say it like this, is there currently any legal basis for him to be disqualified from participating in these events leading towards us becoming independent? Is there anything improper
legal,
about him?
Okay, no.
Legal, no.
No.
Right. So that's you see, for me, that's what I've been trying to establish the entire night. Is yes, there is a state that we're moving towards, but to get to that state, we have to exist in the current state, and we have to establish that everybody who's participating in the current state, moving to the future state, are actually legally able to participate in that.
Right.
Exactly.
So within Palace,
participate in that. Yeah.
Exactly right. And the point of the matter is this: you prepare. Whatever something new that you're moving into, you prepare for it. You prepare your country for it, right?
100%.
Right.
So
this is what it is. Yeah,
Right.
sorry.
So what I'm getting from that then, for Mark Golden to move forward into that state that we're looking to create, Mark Golden will first have to set the foundation by renouncing his UK citizenship.
Exactly.
Yes,
and not having any kind of ambiguity. And not only that.
I don't see.
And not only that. Not only that.
Shoot that though.
No, Judge,
can you stop, please?
Hold on. Nonsense.
Judge, honestly, you really have to really practice some self-control.
You can't sit down too long when we hear nonsense.
But Judge, you have to practice some decorum, brother.
Yeah, you can't do it, Judge.
But Mr. Vegas, on a real level still, Judge, calm down, Judge. On a real level still, if we not go pressure, if we not go pressure, Mark Golden on this issue and situation going into the future, we not go pressure
Chuck and Babsy Granger, man, then we are born Canadian and them something that we know.
Yeah, man.
Because
Yeah.
we not for pressure, so how many nobody at all? How many nobody at all? What them people there?
General, well, I know you see, you're going to apple and oranges again.
No apple and oranges, brother. These people are serving in our parliament.
But listen to the disconnect, you know.
They are serving in our parliament and they're born Canadians.
Let me recognize the man platform. Let me recognize the man platform, man.
I'd rather for us have a discussion so we can make sense of what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Let me recognize the platform, man. Sometimes people listen the next day. For you,
George, you have to relax, buddy.
We may sit here, my general. We may sit here, you know. Rickerton, I think Rickerton asked a question about. I think Rickerton asked a question about people who are serving now in the government who have dual citizenship. Presently, there is no whosoever was there that were American citizens because it fall under Commonwealth. They had to give up their citizenship. The people who are there, right? So the people who are there now, they actually are there legally. However,
no, Mr. Vegas, me are stopping your tracks again. These people are born Canadians. They are only serving because they are Commonwealth. They consider Commonwealth. That's the only reason why they don't give up their citizenship. We're not talking about Americans now, you know. We're talking about Canadians.
Same thing. Yeah, we're not right now.
Mr. Vegas, let me ask a question to Rickerton. So Rickerton, let me try to understand exactly what you're saying because I'm trying to wrap my mind around what you're saying. So they were born in Canada, right? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
so
they were born in Canada.
Right. So what Miss Julia just read, you know, like what she shared with us, right? It said through any act of their own, that they pledge allegiance to another country voluntarily, you know. That's what she read in the Constitution, you know. That means the person have to actively and willingly pledge allegiance. So when you talk about an individual who was born in a country and then migrated to another country, like say they were born in Canada, migrated to Jamaica, is through no act of their own that they are Canadian citizens. So the Constitution has made a provision for those people based on what I heard Miss Julia read, that through no act of their own, that means anyone who pledge allegiance to another country would have to renounce that allegiance before they can participate in our government. That's what I understand. If I'm understanding correctly, maybe my mind is not understanding it properly, but based on what she said, that's what that means. So if that's what that means,
that is exactly what it means, Redeem Palace.
Redeem Palace,
no one, and there is no one currently in the parliament that I know of, including Mark Golden, have pledged allegiance to any foreign nation due to his act, any act of his own.
Right, and that's so we established that, right?
Put that to rest?
Yes, it's a judge. That's what we established.
That's not 100% accurate though.
It is accurate, Mr. Vegas, because he was actually a child. He was a child when his father gave him that passport, so he's 100% accurate.
His citizenship through his father.
No, but that conversation now, remember, we talked about this already. And
right. So now I'm try go on,
man. George, man, you talk one
night. Yeah, short. I mean, short people because singing. I mean,
the point of the matter is no one is arguing about Mark Golden illegitimacy right now because we're about the Commonwealth, right? What people are saying is that his position, where you can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and full decolonization, based on his stance, he has to renounce his UK citizenship in keeping with his stance. And that people are saying. Nobody now say he's illegal now. And people are saying, boy, him to be leader of the country and still have.
Exactly.
No, but he would them do know. Them think that they make up enough nice like Rickerton come with all of this emotional reasoning.
And
he might go save George. But what we going back, what we keep doing, and what Rickerton and everybody keep doing, mention Siaga, mention Andrew Wellness statute declaration. Mention all of them to get away from the key point. The key point is, and you're moving away from the argument, Rickerton, and people are following you down that rabbit hole, and George crashing the plane. the argument is we were on track to become a republic, right? The opposition sent people to represent the PNP, right? He came out and he said, nobody can sign off, right? Why? Why nobody can sign off? We become a republic. Two of the main issues are him want us to be fully decolonized. One.
Which is right.
Two. But all right, then let us deal with your point, which is right. Can me agree with that? Me agree with that. Everybody on the platform, I think, agree with that. To be fully decolonized.
Right.
The problem is the man where tell us say him a blacklisting because him want that provision, brother. Him doesn't want to be fully decolonized. And that's a problem, I say, brother. All the running around up and down, and I don't know what breath and I drop down. At this right here, so we're still there.
And Judge and Ricky Tan, Mama, okay, one last thing I gotta say before I go, right? You guys think about it, right? I hear an argument all night and everything. Think about it. Right now, when this pass and we actually become sovereign, we're on our own. Now think about the implications of we on our own. We really, really have to take care of ourselves better. That's what that means. So the borders them have to be strengthened. National security going to have to be heightened, right? Because there's no big brother anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Public trust, all of that stuff, all of these things we have to make sure there is no conflict of interest with anybody who is actually running our country, because we're on our own. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're on your own, you have to be more careful. You have to be. It's just like when you're on your own, you have to be more careful financially. You have to be more careful with your security. You have to be careful because there's nobody. You understand, big brother there waiting for you or anything like that. You have to be more careful when you're traveling on your own. Right now, when we move away and we become sovereign, that's it. There's a cost to becoming sovereign and independent. So that's what I'm trying to say to you. So you have to think about it in that context. So this is what I'm asking you. But hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. So this is what I'm asking you. Knowing that, right? And seeing that you love the country and you love the people, wouldn't you want us to be safest? Wouldn't you want us to be more secure? And don't you see how we would be more secure if the persons who are running the country have only allegiance to us? This is the strain of thought that you have to follow, right? Regardless of what everything sounds like.
Let me ask George one quick question there, though.
Yeah.
Because from George
no, but I want
start
to understand what I'm saying. You understand what I just said, George? Because I'm going to leave soon. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Don't leave until I respond, please.
All right, so George, so you are saying that Mark Golding being a dual citizen, the what equates to that with Andrew Ownless is him being a King's Counsel or being knighted.
That is correct, Imhotep.
Right. So you really say a citizenship and someone being a King's Counsel or being knighted are the same thing.
Yes, and even more so, because the person who is a Queen Counsel pledge allegiance to defend the United Kingdom.
No, but hold on, man. Hold on, I say them a member of parliament already, so them done pledge that already from Jamaica, brother. So them now figure so extreme to validate nothing. Everybody pledge. The police, soldier, everybody pledge allegiance to the crown. So what we're saying is you are compare. Hold on, man. You are compare someone being knighted or being a King's Counsel, right? In comparison to someone who is a citizen who has the potential to be prime minister, and being prime minister, you have a dual nationality. You get what I say? Yeah, that can look good when that said person, well, I know that said person is for full decolonization. So that is where the argument will always be. Is Mark Golding say it, so he should stand on what he says. It's as simple as that.
Well,
exactly, that too.
But Imhotep, Monsieur, please allow me. Thank you. Imhotep,
go ahead, though.
The point I am making to you, if Andrew Ownless tomorrow want to denounce his King Counsel, he can do it. It have no bearing on him being the Prime Minister of the country. The King's Counsel is something that you can ask for. You don't must get it. You understand me? So Mr. Andrew Holness, by his own action of his own, pledge
Nobody asks for a
allegiance.
King's Council though, here. Nobody not asks, and that's something you ask for though. But
no, it's something that you can reject.
No,
like
no, yes,
Mr.
that's a different argument now, though. But
no, it's a same argument. Please don't.
No. You say you ask for it, and when you say it's not something you ask for, you say it's something you can reject. How are that the same thing?
All right, all right, Imafet, I'm asking you this question: is the King Council an honor that you can reject, sir?
Yes, but it's not something you ask for.
And one more question: have any Prime Minister of Jamaica reject to be appointed as a Queen's Counsel?
I'm not aware of that.
Question.
I'm not aware of it.
Okay, all right. Let me supply you with the answer, Mr. PJ Patterson.
And what's important to that when what's important to that when as Prime Minister for 15 years he was working for the Queen?
But George, you can't.
What's the relevance of that to know?
I don't understand your point. Well, I know 18 years he was working for the Queen for, so I mean, understand what you're trying to say.
If you not understand,
Judge, no, but you are
I can give you an honor. I can give you an honor. You can say, "Hey, Judge, me don't want that honor."
But Judge, but hold on
and
here.
You can accept it and swear, say, "Judge, I'm going to defend you from all enemies,
Judge, it won't
foreign or local."
Judge, listen.
You do that by your own choice.
Judge,
listen. A question, no?
Okay, ask. Go ahead, Freedom Palace. Afterwards, I'll talk.
Judge.
Yeah.
Judge. So, all right. Let's talk about going forward, right, into this future state that all of us as Jamaicans want, which is total independence, eradication of all elements of colonialism in our country, right? That's what all of us want. Now, what you're saying is, for you, what it will take for that to happen is for not only for Golden to renounce his UK citizenship, but also for PJ to renounce his pledge to the king. Because it seems to me that you're stuck on that. Because every time we talk about Golden, every time we talk about Golden, time we talk about Golden renouncing, I mean, let me tell you, let me establish this. I'm not a wholeness supporter, right? I'm not. But for me, I'm completely neutral on this, in the sense that I want to see the best for my country. And I would love to see an independent country be run by people who are completely committed to my country, right? And if what we're asking for is for Golden to express that commitment by renouncing his UK citizenship, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So if what you're saying is, hold on. Sorry. Judge, if what you're saying is, well, then Mr. Holness must also renounce his allegiance to the king, then if that's what you're saying, is that what you're saying?
All right, Reading Palace.
Yeah.
Let me just say this, and this is the last thing I think I'm going to say on this topic. Okay?
No, George, because I have something to ask
and
about this topic. No, George.
Yeah.
Just hold on 1 second, because I stayed. Just after you finish addressing him, I want to say something to you about this King's Council thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. So,
thank you.
Reading Palace. What I'm saying is, to ask Mark to do what you are saying would suggest that these are the things that have been presented in the reform to be changed. And I'm saying no such presentation have been made. These things that you want, the utopia that you want, is not in the document that is being presented. So the hypothetical that you are alluding to, it is not even on paper. So to telling Mark Golden to relinquish what he have when you don't even have it in ink, to
Oh
me
my
is a
gosh.
non-statement.
Judge,
Yeah,
no,
but
I
you
can't make it
think,
continue.
make us
Judge.
finish. Make us finish,
Okay.
Miss Julie,
All right,
please.
finish. Okay.
So, in order for us to have this conversation and for this conversation to be of any value, this thing must be written in the proposal. Say X, Y, Z. We are going to take out Commonwealth citizen. We're going to do that. And when that is on the table now, then you can know say there's no 1 foot in and 1 foot out, because this is what have been proposed and will be debated.
Judge, there are certain things. Hold on a second. No, wait. No, hold on a second. Judge, listen. There are certain things that are implied. Okay. First of all, you know what the King's Council really is? You know what the King's Council is? The King's Council is a group of is basically senior lawyers that are appointed by the monarch, right? And their status is tied to the monarchy. Okay. So
Wait, Miss
basically,
Julie,
when
Miss
you get
Miss
rid
Julie,
of
one
the
second.
no, hold on, no.
No, 1 second, Miss Julie.
Let me
Let's
finish.
make our point,
Two
Judge,
second,
man.
Queen's Council. No, but that's a tell him.
No, Judge, brother, you just
No.
make a long point, brother.
Let me
Yeah, but
finish.
you make an incorrect statement. Queen's
No,
Council
I'm
are
not
not
making an
only
incorrect
lawyers.
statement.
They are not only lawyers. So go
I
and
never
do back
said
the
they were
research,
only
please.
lawyers. I said they are senior lawyers appointed by the monarch.
No, they don't have to be no lawyer. Them can be Indian
Okay,
chief.
but
That
in
is
this
what I'm
case,
trying to tell you.
but
Like
in
Prime
this,
Minister. The Prime Minister
listen.
have no legal, no judiciary thing. So don't say
Okay.
that. Don't make that broad statement.
Okay, but regardless, they are appointed by the monarchy. So basically, when you move away and the country transition to a republic, right? No, I'm not saying that they're not going to establish any kind of similar system, right? But there's nothing that said that them going to continue and it's not going to be null and void. That's what you're not seeing, you know. It will the role will obviously be reconsidered if they're fully sovereign. If they're fully if they become a fully a sovereign republic. Clearly, that role is going to be changed.
1 second,
It's going to be reconsidered. It's going to be changed. It's implied. It's implied in going
give back the
sovereign.
mic, Miss Julie. We're going to give back the mic, Miss Julie. Just 1 second.
No, that's all I'm going to say about it. Because
no,
you think that
I don't need it to run. 1 minute. Just 2 seconds. 2 seconds. All right. Look how long we are having this dialogue. Okay? Would you want something to be implied in the Constitution?
Listen,
or would you want
the
something
legal
to be written
framework
in
has
the
not
Constitution?
been
Because the conversation that we are having.
Judge, you put in the horse before the carriage. The legal
and that is what you need. It have a pen and paper. If you not pen and paper, Julie, it makes sense.
Man.
And
Judge,
that me say.
Judge, listen. One last thing. Okay, one last thing. The legal framework has not been established yet. The legal framework is going to be established post-sovereignty. That means after sovereignty. After we move to a republic, you're going to have a legal framework, and they're going to reframe all of those things. That's what I'm saying. But anything what have to do with the monarch is going to be revisited and demolished and rebuilt or done away with completely. You have to wait for the new legal framework. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
No, Miss Julie, if you're building a three-story building,
oh God,
if you're building a three-story building, I already know where I'm going to put my bedroom on the top.
That is true. So we know the direction where we're going.
So the same thing goes for the Constitution. And I guess and spell this, Miss Julie. Else me and you, they will always have this conversation if we operate so. Nothing can go so, Miss Julie.
Can I weigh in?
Well, on Miss Julia and thing there, because other people and Judge.
Yeah, go ahead.
The YouTuber
look it up, Judge. Because I know I'm right.
Well, give Jamaica YouTube attack, please.
Okay, go
ahead. Nobody
I'm just weighing in on clarity and
Chipo,
that were factually incorrect. I heard somebody say that. You guys can hear me?
Can hear you now.
Yeah, but just start over because
everybody can hear me.
Yeah, but start over because
I was saying that there was something. All right, so I was saying there were a few things that were said that are factually incorrect that we have to correct. All right, first and foremost, is somebody talking?
Sorry, let me mute them. It seems like
yeah, man. I was saying there are certain things that were said that are factually incorrect. I heard somebody saying that Olivia Grange and Delroy Chuck were born in Canada. Is that correct?
That's what he said, Judge.
No, hold on.
when me look, me see otherwise still. But what you?
Look, Olivia Green just born locally. She went to primary school. She went to primary school and high school in Jamaica. She went to tertiary level school in Canada. Delroy Chuck, born in Christiana, grew up in Clarendon, went to Kingston College, went to the University of West Indies. I don't know who this person is getting the information from. And the thing that George says, because I'm not sure what context, but I just want to lay it out that PJ Patterson, and I'm not saying somebody was wrong, I'm just saying PJ Patterson was Queen's Counsel from 1984 up to 2000, and I think 22, and 2022. When he retired, he decided to retire from being Queen's Counsel. He said he was making a stance because he wants basically the country to separate from England. So anybody can go and look up that information. So I just setting the record straight where the facts are concerned.
Just want that.
Everybody can continue.
Yeah. So George, in other word, you know, the man just tell us say you crash a plane.
The plane don't even exist.
And that the man just tell us because you just come on the platform and make up beer thing. You said, you know, one inaccurate statement you put forward. You said there's nothing different in the new the new draft that they're putting together. And that is inaccurate as well.
No, but George even said that.
So wrong.
Insult or intelligence.
And so loud with it. He's so loud with it and bad with it.
Yeah, I found that shocking.
Mr. Stubby.
Yo, is either your no
Mr.
disrespect,
Stubby.
is either hold on, brother. Come off now. Is either you're deliberately making up stuff or you are just ignorant to the facts and you just cannot accept it. Because you're on the platform with people who have done look at the documents. You're on the platform with people who are reading the Constitution, who are looking at the Constitution, who are comparing both documents, and you are here telling us that there is nothing different and what garbage is that, and who could have signed that garbage, and that's tell me, you know. But yet still Mark Goldie and say, yo, him no want change the Commonwealth clause. Our section.
Based on what you said, you don't know the points that Mr. Golding have raised. Mr. Golding I've
been arguing the point. No. That no, sir.
That's why we finish though.
No, with due respect. No,
you overtalk me, and then when
you talk right, you talk right through, and you make the passenger them afraid. You make the passenger them panic. Listen, you talk right through, but what we're saying to you is, brother, you are wrong to say that nothing changed, nothing was changed from the Constitution. That are wrong. Secondly, you say PJ Patterson rejected the King's Counsel. Yes, wrong to brother. The man come on again and tell us that
you don't know that is wrong because he did.
But sir, the man just so the gentleman that just gave you the information.
14 points of objection.
Hold on, brother. The man.
Not one.
Stop being a lazy scholar.
14 points he raised.
Stop being a lazy scholar. Stop listening to Mark Golden and go read this up yourself.
You contradict yourself though. I'm sorry. One second.
But Mr. Vegas, PJ did reject it. He said you don't want it.
Hold on, Rikita. Hold on.
Objection.
George, you're contradicting yourself because you say 14 points Mark Golden raised. Yeah, because it even up on him Instagram page. So if Mark Golden raised, hold on, brother, and stop over talk, man. For night, you alone dominate the mic, you know. Just make we talk, man. Me, I say, Subi, I say, you said us nothing new, no inner the thing. You are pushed back. To the point now where you contradict yourself and say 14 issues Mark Golden raised as it relates to reservations where him have with the draft.
So in other words, when Mattel say Mark Golden presently has 14 issues with the present constitution, and that the man tell me, you know.
No, it's a draft him talk about.
No. When him said not change of the constitution.
Exactly.
But then the tell us have 14 issues, 14 points in boundary. So that means you tell we say Mark Golden has 14 issues with the constitution.
With the existing constitution.
That you tell we say, George, and we are talking to you, and we are telling us you go crash land, you know. But you not listen.
No, but George not say nothing wrong. George not say nothing wrong, you know.
He must tell Subi. I'm asking you guys this question. What have changed in the Constitution away from removing the power from England?
Yeah, who playing music? Lock it off.
Yeah, be careful. You know.
Yeah.
Somebody might need to be muted. My music is being played in the background.
Look like a Ricky and mute. I hear it again. Got you.
All right. You guys know Subi and Imhotep. Tell me what have changed in the Constitution apart from moving the power from England to our Parliament. What is structural and fundamental change within what have been presented? Any one of you guys can answer.
No, it's a different conversation that you asked for now. Let me tell you why. You are asked about structural and fundamental changes when the conversation is about changes in no matter what type. You have said there are no changes, and now you want to move the goalpost to structural and fundamental changes. We not argue about that.
All right,
you have said that there was no changes.
Hey, Judge, hold on the judge. You know something me I laugh about? You know what the big deal is about this? Me tell you what the big deal is. This thing just so funny how all them JLP members that denounce them citizenship because them American citizenship because it was illegal at the time. It was illegal at the time. The PNP did nothing wrong when they bring it to court. It was illegal and they were just trying to show them that, listen, you guys are serving, but you guys are serving illegally. We just give you a blight to go and serve, make you serve. But no, show off. So we have to actually show that you actually do illegally. Right? Nothing wrong there saying, but here where the problem coming now is. My goal in is saying now, is listen, America, you can born in another country and come and work and go in the Senate, you can go in the House, but you cannot be the leader. Mark Golding is simply saying in Jamaica, you can born in a Jamaica and be the leader and become another country citizenship. That's all he's saying, But the problem is them money already get burned because them denounce their citizenship, so they know they're in their feelings, which nothing is wrong with it. America do the same thing, and America have a president. So these men are just in them feelings. That's just it. It's just a feelings thing.
Rikitan, remember, say it also affected PNP members who had the same American citizenship.
All right.
Cause an uproar within the PNP party when they did this, So it's not say a JLP alone get licked by this. Both party was doing it, are breaching the law. Remember, So whoever within the PNP where it feels so good to make a stance, crash their both party also.
Yes, but now everybody they're coming on board and saying, okay, we are for this, and this is what we want. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing should be wrong with my son born in America and say, you know what, me love my parents them Bertland, and would love to represent them. Nothing supposed to wrong with that, but him just cannot be the prime minister, but him supposed to can go in the house and go represent and
Nobody will leave America to represent no constituency in Jamaica. Come on the ground, come put on the fit them, come put on the fit them in school. We already have a problem with the people and we don't want to live near and get so much here to man live a foreign. Man, tap your rubbish, man.
Them have to be here.
No, Mr. Vegas, no mean say them are gonna live a foreign and represent, Them are gonna go to Jamaica and go do them going to do. That is what I'm
we don't want nobody have no dual citizenship. If you care so much about representing Jamaica, then renounce your citizenship and come home. If you care so much about, because here's the wickedest thing. We have actually wiggle room, and everybody been exploiting it. Some people come here for run and when they realize that they don't win, them just take about themselves,
Well, it is proposed by Mark that you can spend 1 year within the country with your dual citizenship and run. And the JLP saying, no, you have to be here for 5 years or more, depending on what the consensus will be. And Mark is proposing for them to be in the thing 1 year within.
No. That is what's on the books. That's on the books right now. That is what is on the books right now. You are in order to. That is what is on the books right now.
I'm reading the minutes that they have within the discussion, and it was said that Mark's proposal was 1 year. If you listen back his speech and him having two rep beside him that was on the committee, he said it himself. 1 year he is proposing. On the books, it says 5 years.
And what was in the final draft, my brother?
There's no final draft
There's
right now
no
based
final.
on this. They are currently discussing it within the
They're
party.
current exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
so
They did not.
that
Okay, them not put it in there, but them want to pass up bill though. Them want to pass it though, and them not put it in there.
Listen, George.
Hold on 1 minute. So
Remember,
you're saying that
George.
the minutes from the notes did not enter the bill that is presently that they want to push? Is that what you're saying?
This minutes is based on this minute is based on what was proposed.
Oh, so it didn't
so
make
now,
the bill any at all? That's a question I'm asking.
Yes, it's on the bill. That's why they
And
know.
what is the final thing on the bill pertaining to that specific thing that you read a while ago?
There is no final on it because they are currently in
all right.
discussion.
What is mentioned pertaining to that context that you mentioned? Is there anything on the bill based on what you mentioned that surround that discrepancy?
Judge, can you pull up the bill?
Yes,
Whole night you talk to the bill. Can you pull up the bill?
One was
Pull up the bill.
possessing one. No, anytime I go up on the website, it chip me out of the live stream.
It chip you out of the thing. Yeah, it does that to me too. It's the same thing. George, but hold on there, George. Let me just say something to you, right? Before when I was talking to you about the thing, and I said to you, so listen, the legal framework is going to be happened after we become sovereign. It's to me, no, them have to do it first. No. And actually, I found something and I'm going to read it from my phone and hopefully I don't chip off too. It's right here, right? It says, after a nation becomes sovereign, the legal framework typically changes through a constitutional reform process. George, the word process. The process can vary widely, but generally includes several key steps. 1, constitutional drafting. A new or amended constitution is drafted to reflect the nation's independent status. 2, legislative approval. The draft constitution is usually reviewed and approved by the country's legislative body. 3, public participation. Often there is a period of public consultation or a referendum to ensure citizen involvement and approval. And then 4, implementation. Once approved, the new legal framework is implemented, replacing any colonial or monarchical laws. There you go, George. Another thing that you run me down about that you were clearly wrong about. This is going to happen after the constitution. So harping on this leak thing that was out that the PNP never even signed off on, right? Is ridiculous because you never know what their response would be to that. They clearly didn't sign off on it, right? There was clearly no legislative approval, which is the second step, which from what I just read. So you cannot use that as an argument. It's a straw man argument you have.
So basically, we must say, Miss Julie, he must say the new constitution have been not new when it's not even drafted as yet.
Exactly, it just drafted. It's not even legislative approval. There's no public participation on it. So I don't understand. You're gone. That's why I say you're putting in the cart. You're putting the cart before the horse. What? Okay, go ahead. Tell me where you go.
Judge, quick, 1 second now. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Just not even 1 second. Rikitan. The argument that you made that Siaga served was Siaga being I think a prime minister. You said I think it was illegal or whatever. It was not because Siaga was actually a citizen of Jamaica. So we have to be careful of that. There was no illegal.
By virtue of his mom.
The
thing where Rikitana said is that him never born in a Jamaica, but at that time there wasn't a law like that. We said as or whatever.
Exactly, and the constitution did not prohibit him.
Yeah, he said, but if you are a Jamaican citizen,
right?
You get me, I say, yeah,
right. So there was no unlawful, nothing unlawful about Siaga becoming prime minister because he renounced his citizenship and he was a citizen of Jamaica. So just to be clear that here, so nobody can take it and beat up
and
him.
he renounced FIMO 1959.
Right.
So for those who want
prior to 1962.
Right, 1959. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Miss Julie. Miss Julie is still here?
Yes, I'm still here. Sorry, I was muted.
Oh,
sorry.
All right. Yeah, just let me answer that quick question. Quick fast.
There was no question, but go ahead. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead. There was no question. But I was just explaining to you that this happens after we become a sovereign nation.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
If I am remodeling my house, okay, I already know where everything is and I'm doing a remodeling. The same thing applies to the Constitution. We are in the process of a reform of the Constitution. So therefore, we are going to look at all the elements in the Constitution, and we are going to look on different hybrid. We're going to look at the Westminster style. We're going to look at the Republic style. And we are going to craft an hybrid from that fits in the framework of the reform that we are doing. So we are not building a house from scratch. We are reforming what we have, making them stronger, making them better, so the people of Jamaica can benefit. It's not rocket science. It's simple.
So what are you saying that I'm not saying?
Hold on, Miss Julia. Give me 1 second. Big up Reading Policy and K Young for super chat. You see, K Young say bless up everyone. People like up the live. Yeah, man. Respect me, General. Yeah, man. So go through, Miss Julia.
Yeah, I understand where you come from because you say everything what I say in different words and acting like as if you're making some big discovery, and you're not. You said exactly what I just said. What I've been saying all night.
I'll tell you what you're saying.
What is the difference?
What I am saying that you are not saying. You are saying that these people are going to put forward a proposal, and after they put forward this proposal in the phase that they wanted to do, then they are going to now see what is it they really want, if they want this and they want that. So in other words, then you are saying that we are going to go into a period of uncertainty, that we don't know if we're coming or we're going. We don't know where the bathroom is going to be.
That is not what I'm saying at all. So don't say that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
don't say that's what I'm saying. Don't say that's what I'm saying. That is 100% not what I'm saying. First of all, you're talking about a period of insecurity. Moving away from the monarch is the whole thing is a period of insecurity. Going sovereign is riddled with insecurity. We're all trying to figure this out right now. Now, the direction that we have is moving towards a republic. So we have the general framework of us moving towards a republic and what that would look like and what the implications of it is. Now, when it comes to what is inked, it has to be contemplated. That is all I'm saying. So in order for it to be, it has to be contemplated. Both parties have to contemplate it and they have to agree. So it is a process, George. It's not a one-day thing. It's not just because it's written mean that it is approved and it's going to be implemented. No, you missed the next crucial step, which is contemplation and signing off on it. So you don't know how long it's going to take. You don't know how long discussions between what should be, what should not be is going to take. We really don't know. But this whole period is a period of insecurity. That is what I'm trying to say to you.
Can I quickly just sum up my exit?
Yes, and I'm going to go to George. Big up yourself now. Big up yourself, and thanks for the discourse. And if you understand, says all respect and everything. We just
they brought Mark Golden to the ice cream shop, right? And him same one, they look a sprinkle, sweet or something them on top of him ice cream, and then mother say, no, you can't get that. And he kick over the whole style at that time. Just because I'm not getting him away and kick over the style. And George out here, and the sister, I was spoiled picnic. Ricky and the sister was spoiled picnic. We are dealing with one little spoiled picnic. We are ball now, but people are bullying him.
You see, you Mr. Vegas, always have some little idiot terminology where you come up with, you know. You find everything in a book for you against Mark Golden, eh? No,
tell
everything you use. The man them now go the right road. The man them listen. The ice cream no good, so the man kick over the stand. That is it.
Listen me, no, the ice cream good because you know what?
the ice cream good, the whole way I eat it right along and not give him a running belly. Him want to put the something on it to get the rotten teeth. And his mother said, no, and he kick over the stall. I said, whole way I'm dead for hungry.
It's so we not pissing out the water and you feel good, brother.
You can't say that piss in the water after you don't crash the plane. Big up on yourself, yeah, man. Big up on yourself, yeah, man. Give thanks to reason, George, and Ricky Tan and the massive.
Yeah, big up on yourself.
Big up. Yeah, man. Brian, all you in the chat now complain. If you call him, Brian,
yeah, man, I ball. Mr. Brian, I chat a ball, man. You get me? I say.
How team reaches, so Brian? Come
Brian,
on,
I ball. I say, what is the Brian argument now? None of we now run to be a prime minister of Jamaica. So whether we are dual or not is irrelevant to this conversation. We're talking about people running to lead the country and becoming prime minister. So we're not going to deal with the straw man fallacy generally.
Because that's one I think what Mr. People I say from there. I say, yo, you know, me, you say media facts earlier asked me if me have a Jamaican passport. I say, brother, I'm not running for office, bro.
Exactly, brother. And that's where the argument is. People running for office to lead the country, right? And have dual allegiance. That's where the argument is. Me not try run to lead nowhere, no country. So me not understand why that would be relevant to us.
What
and the does know about politics, bro. Because
right, exactly.
Imagine if this thing I did a Andrew Wallace. Brother, this wouldn't end well. Ricky Tan not beat Andrew to sickness, bro. All right. You see Andrew Wallace. All labor right after left the internet.
Then Rick, then you see a judge want to use one like King's Council sitting if he equate it with Mark Mark at the UK papers.
We are talking about citizenship, bro.
Judge said the king touch Andrew the sword worse than the passport. Me never see this.
I know.
R is equal to. R is equal to. Well, I tell you.
A man where Andrew work for. Remember Andrew work for the king, you know, and the king called him and touch him with the sword, and Judge said it worse.
No, me love when Judge just rephrase everything I'm say and act like same dropping a bomb.
I want to tell we know say PJ.
James man.
Well, I know Judge. I want to tell you say PJ who was employed to the king or queen for 18 years was good to go.
Judge
and I hear he served the queen for.
Miss Julie could reason.
No, Judge come in and said genuine.
Yeah.
No, you have hello. You have your information wrong. It's not 18. It was 28 years.
Right. All right. I stand corrected.
Just a one term.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you putting on. Well, no, I appreciate you.
But
putting
no. Sorry. I got my math right. It's actually 38. 1984.
Yeah.
To 2022.
So every time I think
Judge,
sure that
one term and PJ said no want it after the second term.
Yeah, because that's an old Judge frame argument, you know.
Judge
in his last term, he did that.
Come on, Judge.
One term. And in the second time, he said no want it.
No, man, in his last term, he did that.
They like the man say him have enough, man, in cup full.
Well, not easy at all. But
no, who did what in his second term? I'm trying to get.
I'm right here, dear. I'm right
Miss
here.
Julie, I would like to build your house for you. Next time you build your house, want to draw the plan for you.
Me know why you build nothing for me.
As long as Miss Julie, as long as you not. Miss Julie, if not,
you say you want a 3-story. Here we go do, Miss Julie. We go draw the ground floor first, or the basement, and tell you, so don't worry yourself.
Listen, Judge.
We are going to
Miss Julie, you're not to worry.
Sign up on the plan.
Miss Julie, you're not to worry. Not to reach and crash the plane already. Him can't reach.
Right.
Not only that. Someone where see people are planting some tree and say a construction, a building going to break. Don't make them build no house for you. Not in a construction. Just not for them nowhere near construction.
Hey, Rick, the article where Imhotep read, 98% about the parliament building, And the one thing about the ground, the way the Imhotep reading, brother.
Judge, please, let's not rehash this, bro. Please. Judge, one on man. We don't want You take an next Elfie night, man. Load that one, man.
Judge.
Next night.
Nah, man,
Judge,
strong pound, man.
Judge,
You
you
feel,
shoot up
man, you
yourself
see it.
bad. You shoot yourself so bad.
Ladies
Judge,
and gentlemen, I
George,
hope y'all prepare to burn tonight when I come. The man coming
Judge,
and
come and shot himself.
So we ask him, Julia, according to what you said, then Georgia try to use loud talking to win the argument.
That's what I'm trying to know. And my thing said that I got improving points. And Judge was like, shut up himself. And we said, no, Judge, no, stop shoot yourself. But Judge, listen, listen, what you need to remember is we are not the first one to become a republic. So we do have a framework and we do have a direction and we do have a general blueprint of what it's supposed to look like. The details, that's what we're trying to figure out now. So you're totally wrong with your analogy anyway. And Imhotep is right. You know if you got nowhere near construction.
Total different argument that you know, Miss Julia. Total different than what you did.
No, it's not. Because you are saying to me, you say that, just because of the fact that them don't sign off on the Constitution, or them cannot do it after they become a monarch, because you have to lay the groundwork before you build a house. And I'm saying that's a terrible analogy, because the framework and the blueprint is becoming a republic. We are not the first ones. We didn't invent the wheel. We're not the first ones to become a republic. We know what we want. We know what direction we're looking into. We know what we're going to have to do. Right? That is the direction. That is the blueprint. We're becoming a republic. The details are in the legal framework, and that is what we need to contemplate and sign off on. And we're not there yet.
You were saying, Miss Julie, you were saying that they were flying the plane while trying to install the engine. That is what you were saying.
No, you know what, Judge, you are tiring. You are
anyway, I love
man.
the reasoning. Miss Julie, take care. Sleep well. Don't think about me though. Don't dream about me though.
That would be a nightmare.
It will be hard not to.
That would be a nightmare.
All right, even if you dream about me, don't call the name.
No, thank you. Anyway,
Miss Julie.
Good night, Rick.
Good night, Miss Julie.
James
Respect.
So whatever, no iron out, you know, cause we notice a night time the argument and never iron out, you know, cause we know George not tell himself saying lose.
George will come back again tomorrow.
George not tell himself have a lot more to say. So
gladiator, man, gladiator never lose.
Rick, Mr. Man in the chat called George L.A. Lewis, no. I defend him, man. I said, no, man, I just said,
James, focus with every chat.
Say that again, George.
I tell James once, boy, the way I focus with every read way in the chat.
Oh, see. I mean, I say, I not follow chat, you know, because then I call in, come make no point, you know. Those who have it in the chat and style people. And when you a man in the chat, I tell you X amount or something, and when you say, all right, check in. When the man reach up your argument, change, all of a sudden, he never mean this and he never mean that.
I choke and I say, a man come and say, George, I'm coming to save you. You have a parachute, I'm coming to save you. And it's one of them drown.
James Bond, I'll do our army of two, you know. We win the conversation, you know. So you can follow the chat in the morning and see what's going on.
George, you need backup. You come on that heavy fire tonight.
And man, win with conversation.
We have a bulletproof vest, James.
Mark Golden and PJ, all right, no blemish, but something wrong with Andrew Unless over the king side. But Mark Golden, we have citizenship in England, and PJ, who served 38 years as Jamaica YouTube say, as servant to the king, employee to the king, nothing wrong with that. But Andrew Unless something wrong with him. Another argument that you say, I go conversation.
Well, go on, lady, and big up yourself, no lady, and hope you're good.
Bless up, lady. England go kneel down for them knee and pledge allegiance.
Yeah, big up, lady.
Why? I know me confirm say look bad, George, because your lady and say look like as lady and I say get bad punch, my boy. You know, poor John. But that lady and just say.
No, we are gladiator and we're not afraid of the crowd.
Yeah. Kevin Vendetta laugh whole night, you know. Big up lady. Emote, let me ask you a thing before I think them. Anyone out there can win before we go.
Yeah.
I think to myself, you know. What do you think about Sting keeping for 3 days? Because that me see I circulate in the media say that's how the new owner propose, you know. So yeah, it are gonna be like a Sumfest type of setting. You feel like it can work?
Yeah, but which 3 day? Which 3 day though?
Probably not this year Christmas thing that you don't know what, definitely the 26th normally to them thing there. So I don't know.
Right. So you know, them have to look at the dates, either 24th, 25th, 26th. I mean, I'd have to look, but after that, it's not too feasible because you know the weekday back to work and them sitting there, so it all depends.
I think 2 day would have been good, Rick. 2 day, because even like with our Rebel Salute are 2 day. So I think if them do it for 2 day, it'll be good. 3 day is kind of dragging it out.
But
I
some I keep for about a week, man.
Yeah, but that yeah.
The 3 days good, man. So they don't have to rush things.
Yeah. Remember I said and I think they would have like different. I don't think it would have just be like a stage show. Probably they would have like some Tisha would have agree with you say 2 days as well, Miss Julia.
Yeah.
3 days too much. But me I say probably they would have like different events on the day. I don't know.
Yeah, man, 2 day would have been enough, man. 2 day would have been enough.
Sting, the brand Sting is dead. So I them keep 1 week. I don't think come back. And they already see themselves as the greatest one night show on earth. So that 2 days something here because Sting is signature for Sting signature for the 26th, you know, which is Boxing Day. So if there's how are you going to now structure it around Christmas Day? Because nobody now come out of them here just Sting Christmas night. So you have to figure out
No man, James man, it works still. Watch this now. But on Christmas Eve, the 24th, 25th, 26th. Can you know Christmas Eve a grand market night, so to speak. People will go shop, but people will go places, man, because party keep them time there too. And
first
Christmas Day, brother, everybody cook them dinner early in the morning and they go to place and by evening time then go about the business and them something there. Yeah, man.
And what them have to take into consideration to what them have offer to thing there. Because all right, we would have sure upon like the 26th, which would have things probably would have been the last day or whatever. But we know say that day would have be specifically the regular Sting day. But them it would have depends on where them have to offer around that, where them have plan to do. You know, if you have like a reggae side, you have like a sound clash side or whatever. It can't work.
I actually saw the article last week, me see it, right? And them actually I try to give a different days, 2 days, two different things. Yeah. And then you know upon the last day, you know it goes.
Them have a sound class stage show and a beach party after.
Yeah, right. That's what I think them. You know what I think say the 2 day, the 25th and the 26th. That's feasible, right? People look forward to that, and then I feel that them should have the clash on the 26th. But like all the other, you know, the younger artists, them everybody come up on the 25th.
But my question is, Miss Julie, what are they coming with different? Sashi come back is the same thing. Sound clash stage show, beach party. Reggae Sunset doing the same thing. Sound clash 2-night beach party. What are you coming with different? You have to come with something different for draw.
Well, it's different because of the clash, right?
Yeah, why do you think so?
Listen,
at the time of the year.
Yeah.
The time of the year.
The time of the year and the clash culture itself,
that
right?
make it worse. The time of the year, there are way too much things going on to have all that event drum in one.
Come on, James, man.
Hello.
James, listen, James, listen. If it's done right, people will look forward to it because people was looking forward to it coming back for the 26th. So the 25th, people will still go party, man. Yeah, man. It will work, James. It can work.
Sting has to be a one-night event, and you get your best possible lineup you can get in terms of a clash. That is what Sting audience is for. Unless you're trying to turn it into something else.
It's not Sting anymore.
You have to go change the name from Sting. You have to get some 2 good artists for the clash and get a good lineup. Now the waste lineup the moment when we go Sting the last time, you see over there. So
they might try to turn it now festival.
Okay.
Well, that's not Sting anymore. That's something else.
Well,
I'll be going to end up soca that night, so I definitely won't be going.
I love soca. That's one of my favorite parties. I go there all the time.
But I think the brand itself, you need a lot of money.
Jump off now.
You need a lot of money. Because Because the brand already the brand take a beating, and when I make a brand go down, I want the hardest thing to build it back.
That's true.
So let's see what Sashi comes with and see if based on what Sashi do, then you can kind of check the temperature of Sting, which I personally don't think Sashi is going to do anything much. But based on that, then you can check the temperature because Sting brand the brand has gone.
Them actually basically kill like even clash culture in a dancehall as well. So I don't know what I work with Sting. Because that kind of the standout thing with Sting, you know.
Yeah,
you know?
the clash.
Even though it's still early in the year, we make the call still. But based on how we see what I don't see no energy towards that.
Yeah, you know, say them soon, down the year, someone soon start show somewhere that said that boy there and that girl.
Yeah, but that's not effective. It have to start early.
Yeah,
and
you
you have
start
to
from
sensible artists. Because people are not idiot, you know. Once the people see a cloud chasing business, you know, most people not subscribe to it. So it never reach on the ground. Only come on the internet and be that a joke.
Yeah, we know we're going to people. The younger one have to intervene. So, as him says, still him a lock it off. And now, some of you know if you want to say on the last words.
I just want to throw this in. Imhotep, read this thing, just finish. You see, if last year's thing, you see, if you had like Ayaktian and Cargo did clash, or the same Demarco and Shane no and some other little man, what the little thing there with them going within that's a joke business. If you got what that artists them what did hot did that show what at each other, even for Vegas Bounty Killa, Sting would have
Vegas and Killa not clash, man. But
that would have sell off. Sting would have sell off.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a build back the culture upon
man, a Vegas Killa clash. I mean, that's a mashup Sting, man.
And that I only way made I go over there. I wouldn't. I mean, I put on my good clothes, guys.
Regardless, I turn out outcome. I think it would do well for the brand and for dancehall still.
Yeah, it would have been good.
Because
it just wasn't managed good.
If the turnout never there, the momentum leaving Sting would have made this year's Sting good. So it'll bring it back. It'll definitely bring it back,
But they're under new management, and I mean, it depends on the marketing that is employed. And the thing is, you have to remember, it's true what you say. It's hard to resurrect a brand, especially with the same name and stuff. But Jamaica, once people get there's a new, different management, right? And Jamaican people like to party, and them like they would be happy for it to succeed.
Miss
Miss
Jody, that is true, but I don't see no party that stop keep for a while and come back.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
I've never seen one.
Because you haven't seen really exceptional marketing. That's what I'm saying. So maybe if these new managers have them sense and they market it properly, the way hosting deserves to be marketed, get the sponsors them behind it, like the way hosting deserves to have the sponsors. Actually pay the artists and manage the thing properly and have a good lineup and build with anticipation. Listen, Jamaican people have a sharp memory, as you can see from the politics.
Julie, there's a party that them keep every night, the same night as thing used to call Utopia.
I remember that one.
Utopia.
Okay, but let me ask you this.
Hold on,
okay,
they have two big parties. You have Utopia, you have Frenchmen.
Yes, I remember.
Utopia was the only party that could have competed with Frenchmen in terms of just decor, design, blah, blah,
Yeah, but the thing about the Frenchmen, you know, Frenchmen was always New Year's Day.
Yeah. No.
In the October, on the Heroes weekend.
Hold on, no.
But in terms of like quality and all them,
what I am saying is,
yeah,
they brought Utopia one summer to the beach. The beach party never go on good. Them decided not Christmas, and they never do 2 Christmas after that. They tried it back to I think about 3 years after not keeping it. And up till this day, they can't build back that brand.
Yeah, but
that 2 or 3 times, and it just dead. And the party used to have 2,000 people all the time. That party, you can't get no ticket to buy feet in November.
James, I know the party.
But when it comes down to Sting,
it's different.
Because even though probably we not really know how much people was there the last time, but it was a sizable amount, my general.
Yeah.
You see, it's just the lineup itself kind of lukewarm.
It was
they never have right now good MC and so forth. This year, most definitely them are gonna have MC enough it. So we see it, you know.
James, even though that party, I know you're talking about Utopia always pack and etc. Because those 2 parties are always got Frenchmen and Utopia, right? That is true. But the brand Sting and the historical fact of Sting and the cultural history from Sting, right? When it comes to dancehall, if people would want it to succeed, and I'm just saying that if they employ proper marketing, right, and them actually boost it and get the sponsors behind it and actually treat it the way it's supposed to be treated and actually get people, Jamaican people look forward to it. And as you can see, Jamaican people, we kind of have a sharp memory when it comes on to things, especially if we want it to work out. It's really real talk. And you can see that in the politics too. So if them show it and them say, yeah man, Sting I got bad this year. Think about it. You know how many people were excited that it was coming back? Whole heap of people. Now, yes, a lot of people are disappointed because of the fact that it didn't really come back. It didn't come back with a bang at all, right? And you were thinking that after so long, this is what you come and bring us. But guess what? On the road, most people were saying, you know what, is the first year them come back. Give them a chance, give them a blind. Because they really wanted to work out. So if they take this opportunity now and market the hell out of it and put the proper people behind it and the proper people in it, right? I think that it can still work, George. I don't think that you should throw in the towel and Sting yet, to be honest.
I'm just want to ask is
George, you called me a while. George, you called James a while ago, you know. It started already.
When it come on to like Sting though, as you say, you probably have in a town and in these places for know about them party there where James gonna talk about, you know.
Yeah.
So, but no man, total different code. I'm sure
it's a worldwide thing, and as we say, it is not like the thing is, it's not like even the last ones where them never have a good turnout. I think it have a good turnout. The place pack. It's just the lineup, you know, and the fact that we feel we have like the whole clash culture on a level. You see what I say?
Right.
And that turn out like the thing on a level, but outside of that. And which them have to kind of take some of the blame for that too as well, because them come off of the market for how long as well. So at the end of the day, man, follow clash and there is nowhere to ash it out, you know. So you can't just come up back and decide I'm gonna just throw out them careers to say, hey, so, you know.
But what George is saying is I'm sorry, what George again? What James Bond is saying, sorry. No, because stop it. What James Bond is saying, right? What James Bond is saying is really true. But that is in regards to like a brand without as much cultural history as Sting. Sting have a lot of cultural history on its side. What would make it still being it have a higher resuscitation rate. Let me put it that way.
Miss Julie, I honestly think the only thing that can bring back Sting is to put the Vibes Cartel is on it. That's the only thing that can bring back Sting. Nothing else. Sting done. And the 3 days what them going to charge, what them going to try is not going to work. Sting is
people come out, man. Jamaican people love entertainment. That's why the right. So
Rick, year before last, not last year's Sting, the year before them can't go plantation course. Sting had probably about 4,000 or 5,000 people. Them keep a party the same night. I Love Soca 25,000 people on a year. Come on, man. Sting done, man.
No, but that are we out so them carry that, brother. Are we are watching that, brother? You know, nobody not familiar with Sting there, so. But when them carry it around here, so it get a good turnout. It's just that, as me say.
Compared to Sting in its glory, no, I wouldn't say that's a good
turnout. But brother, you just a return back. You have to satisfy with where you think. You can't just come off a market and just appear up and expect 25,000 people for magically thing. You have to work for that, brother. So, as me say, I have the seed first. I'm not going to write it off. Because as Miss Julia explained, every people them know what them are do. And know where them are market and know what them are do. Then we will see how it work out.
Listen to me, you have to bring a traditional Sting lineup. No disrespect to the younger and newer artists them. I know a lot of the people are gonna make up nice. But with all due respect to the Pablo YG, I say name. I say name. The young, because he was one of the headlines of the thing, and that never really worked. And the two youth them come on and clash was a waste of time and so on. You need to have the Keep Rich them, the Anthony B, the man them where have that ability on stage.
Yeah.
We're not talking about hot song, you know. We're talking about stage performance.
True.
Because things about stage performance.
Yeah, I think when they try to go off, I think they try to go off like, especially like the year before them that try to go off because the year before they never have no elder upon it, you know. And then they get a beat, you know, that I want them keep a watch. And most of them youths, them never did even have no hit song because them time even like Pablo YG, he never really have no hit song. The only one where that was hot where it find one or two song that time was Valiant when he performed on the car top. And everybody did that say, oh, you know, this new sensation and so forth. So these youths, me never really consider them as no headliner. Them just did seemingly try a thing with the new generation, which never really worked. That is the reason why you see them go back for like Bounty Killa and Capleton and all of these ones span this one. But you know, a common sense, brother, you have to mix up the thing. You have to
And Ricstorm, from Sting, who were the best performers? Capleton.
No, when I say performance, I am saying common sense would I tell you, say, brother, you have to have the artist them with the hit song. But you have to have people who can perform. So that is the reason why you have Turbulence and Capleton and all of them ones they stand out.
And they match it up.
I don't know about performance, brother.
They matched up. When all of the little young one they run on, like everybody was wondering, what is this? The only action comes when we see the man start through a mic. Because I was bored.
To be honest with you, the only person that let's say Vice Cartel is pie in the sky. You have to put a Buju out there, a junior gang. You have to go for the heaviest of the heaviest gun them and put in a Sting. So you say, all right, Sting is back. Buju with a draw crowd, gang with a draw crowd, Beanie with a draw crowd, then you throw in the Pablo YG. You still have to throw in Massacre, Alkaline. All right, so when our crowd is Alkaline over there, Buju, gang, Killer, Beanie Man, and you don't have to sprinkle some other thing in it, 450, and some mix it up properly, but you have to put the heavyweight them in it, and that place is black.
See?
Throwing Massacre,
so
that
you
would have
just
black.
admit. You just basically admit, say. You just basically admit, James Bond say it is possible and if them do it properly, right?
Leng now go spend the money though.
No, a new management.
I'm son of it now. I'm son take it over. No, last time here I'm son him get to.
Yeah, that's true. But at the end of the day, as me say, 7 brothers, 7 different mind, you know. So at the end of the day, it can you might be right. It can put forward them thing and it end up worse than how it even start out, or it can be better. At the end of the day, a young youth, them brother, and young youth, I see the future more than let get all you know, brother. So you know, make we see.
Make we wait and see. But like get a chance.
Culturally, it would be good because Jamaica should have never dropped the ball and Sting because it's a big part of our culture. So they should do whatever they can to preserve it.
Exactly.
Why? Just let me add the next thing. Why the good thing about Sting this year too. Remember, say Jam World now is an entertainment zone, you know, so it now go lock off, you know. So then can run it to the full extent at the time, unless a man war or do something out of the way. But you know, it now go really lock off. And I like when you ever see run even like run a popcorn show, police go lock it off in the prime of the show and see. So you know that is an advantage where them have as well.
Yeah.
Even popcorn for the pan too. Even popcorn.
Yeah, you don't know what. Yeah, as me say, in the time when Sting missed me, you know, you have the rise of artists, you know, Alkaline, Popcorn, Massacre, and them you then, and them you they tell themselves, say them do them thing on their own, you know, so they're not obligated to pick up on us thing, you know. So me kind of it's not really right still morally, but it's not illegal. Come like Mark Golden book, you see. It's not really wrong, but it's not really, you know, something where you can understand as well.
Because one could say if there was no Sting, we don't have them artists here, because Sting breed a lot of artists who give other artists opportunities. So I think the culture itself owe it to Sting to bring Sting back. They owe it to Sting to bring Sting back as our greatest one-night reggae show on earth.
But I think the crowd is there for them to do them thing, but them themselves have to make sure that them structure them line up and you know it's up to them. If them it was up into the people it will work. But if you do foolishness, you don't know say it a go sing. So I just say
the crowd will getting a big crowd will not be the problem. The problem is that people just don't trust how it has been managed for years. That are the problem. Because people are kind of promises I make that this and that man come, and then people go and last minute no man not turn up on them something. If you get the people them, all you need, you need about 6 good names. Well, artists we know they have great performance and have clashability on the stage. If you can get a Massacre, Alkaline, Vegas, Bounty Killa, Even the same cargo acting them the money, and if you have 3 clashes through the night, and you have you have 1 or 2 female clashes, make you tell us that the people are gonna come out. They will come out with them numbers because they want to see it. Because it's different from everything else them I get. Them everything else
Exactly.
a party now, you know. As I said the other day, me and James Bond that talk about it, you know. People don't even pay attention to the music nowadays. They just go somewhere with them phone and they might take picture. They not even know what go on. And that's what go on nowadays. You know.
Yeah.
You want that you need that thing.
And I
All
think
right.
I think that's the issue too, because a lot of these, remember say one time, you know, even some artists you not really see them unless a sting, you know. Every single event have a performance now, you know. Every single event have a performance now, so you don't have that yarn to go and see the artist perform again. And even as I said, Jamaica YouTube, for Sting coming back, I don't think they need 3 clash. You probably need 1 good clash, and you need some solid performance. And that's like a Bojo, a Gang, a Massacre, a Alkaline, them people. You need solid performance night, and then at the morning you close it off with a good clash. Because most of the time when you have 2, 3 clash, you just mash up the whole show. And the band change and this and that, and anything going on a clash, the whole show done. So you don't really want too much of that, because remember, no, even as thing as we know it, and on the world clash, you just know say Beanie and Bounty you clash in the morning, Movar and Cartel you clash in the morning. But the rest of the show is always a good performing show. Like the big giant them come out and perform.
Well, maybe for damage control, what them can do is, if they're going to insist on having it for 2 nights, they can have the 2 clashes on the 2 separate nights. First night you have 1 clash, and the second night you have another clash. That way, say if anything happened the first night, right, and it have a lock off, there's still, that don't mean say it necessarily won't turn on back on the second night, depending on what happened, right? So I mean, like, you know, there's less chance of everything going crazy and can't finish properly if you do it like that. If them decide for that multi-night thing. I don't like the 3-night thing. The 3-night thing seems like a stretch out thing to me. I think 2 nights is sufficient, to be honest.
But people give thanks, you know.
Yeah, give thanks. Bless up yourself. Right.
Yeah,
bless up.
And give thanks.
Come on, bless up.
Yeah, man, take care. Miss Julie, I'm glad I was able to keep you beyond your bedtime.
She cut off. Big up yourself, George and James Bond.
Yeah, man.
Respect him,
big up to the panel.
James Bond, YouTube.
Big up to the family. Big up to the family.
All right, bless up every time.
Yep. People big up on themselves, you know, make sure you leave a like. You see what I say? I try. Just hold a little nap up. Well, go on, Tisha. Big up yourself, you know. Where you say go on? I'm happy to watch things for 1 night. I can't sit down. Yeah, true. But it depends, you know. Cause remember, as we say, remember, some fest go on for about a week, you know. And we only care about 1 or 2 nights. You know, so we now, you know, if them have like some road show or some festival or something, then that I know something where once I got televised. When the tree something could have gone as thing where probably we would have interested in, you know, Tisha. Probably sound clash. You know, if them have like a sound clash, or you know, the dancehall show or a reggae show. You know, them there want to treat something where we would have like probably stay up for a lose sleep over, but not like just like regular thing there. Like regular performance or whatever. No, sir. But anyway, big up on yourself, yeah, man. Mark, big up yourself, you know. Big up Brian and all I want them. Ryan, big up yourself, my general. You see? Yeah, man, I don't know a thing go. Big up JLP. Wait, JLP, you there? Big up all the people when they, you know, we just relax and watch what go on, you know. Big up all the people when just turn on in TV and then tablet and just make live stream play. Get up and just see that in hours and know, say, wait, it done. You know, big up all the England people when we watch on the playback. You know, and all the ones them. We are going to watch and cuss a man and say who bias and who this and who that and whatever. Big up all of them people. You see? Yeah, man. So bless up on yourself, my people. I'm out.